right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us today. I appreciate you all for your time. Today's Thursday, 2nd January 2025. The time doesn't run fast already. I don't remember, just yesterday here, we celebrated Happy New Year. The time is running fast, but I'm still going to say Happy New Year to every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us today. How you guys doing today, my people? Now, God, God bless you now. Please help us to press on the like button, help us to share. We are just starting now. I understand some of you might be surprised. Say, I don't start with the talk already from this beginning. Yes, I just okay. Let me make I shook my head, come out, make I acknowledge the people here verbally before you get packed. So I know say once you don't get packed like this, it becomes a problem. It's not very easy. But I like to mention the names of my followers, my supporters, my commenters. And God, I will bless you, my people. Mother of common diaspora, thank you very much, Mami, for all that you do. I appreciate you always. Good evening to you. Thank you very much, Saibovo Okonga, already with us. Thank you, Ace Osose. Thanks for joining us. Good evening to you, CO. Thank you very much, Osa Idehen. God bless you all, my people. Now, God, I will bless you now. Please help us to press on the like button, help us to share, and let's take it from here. But meanwhile, I want us to take on this pathetic video that I posted earlier on this morning. But I want us to listen to it again to see what happened in those states where one woman like that, we if don't marry, she did Italy, she can't travel come Nigeria, you know. The husband which she fell married to, the husband no say she did around, the husband can't trace and go her house, go try buy him for his house with fire. So the woman was lucky to be rescued out of the building and make her day life today. But I'd like you guys to listen to it. For those of you that have not seen it yet, that we've uploaded it everywhere. Because it's a very, very pathetic story that needs to circulate, because this is wrong. Regardless of whatever that happens between you and your ex-wife, you shouldn't in any way plan to take her life or his life. Because a lot of women or men are doing this rubbish because they don't work. Not to buy each other. I don't understand that. But although I'm not going to listen to information where we gather, like the sanctity of the information is not as certain, but just listen to it quickly. This is a shocking one. We get to a woman passed for now for this particular video. Man with a married woman, or how I want to put her on, ex-husband, don't set a former wife house ablaze for Benin City. You know, this woman did Italy and she visited Nigeria for this Christmas. You know, come greet family, come do Christmas and New Year with the family members and all that. Surprisingly, at night, according to the narration of the video that you're going to watch right now, that the man came into the house, you know, attempt to even take her life and all that, blah, blah, blah. So it's a very shocking one for things like this to happen. Then the information reaching us, you know, which you know, on this particular video now, according to my findings, although allegedly I'm not sure of the sanctity of this information, that the man was the one, by just pigeon to talk we carry this woman go abroad, you know, but after she don't go abroad and everything, you know, the whole thing can scatter, their marriage can scatter. So this man, the suspect, say, this woman now don't go start life with another man for Italy for that side. So because of all that, he done the threatening for a while. Say she not go to enter Nigeria, if she come Nigeria and all that, blah, blah, blah. So whenever this woman come Nigeria and all that, you know, they sneak in and they sneak out. Now waiting with the here, allegedly. I don't know whether not true. So she they sneak in and sneak out. But this time, this man can't know. Get information, say, she did around. Now go in house, go set the house ablaze. And she was inside the house, you know, when this whole thing happened. To be honest, there's no justification to this satanism. There's no justification to this at all. So if you marry a woman, when I'm not there again, that doesn't give you the right to take her life. Or if you marry a woman, maybe for any reason, one or two, she can't say she don't want the marriage anymore, she want to move on with her life, that still did not give you any right to take her life or to set her house ablaze. You know, for any reason, there is no single justification to this. But meanwhile, you guys watch this video.
Why the people of Edo State joined others all over the world to usher in the new year. A family in a house at number 7 Henry Asemota Street in Benin City had the worst moment of their lives. An international businesswoman, Uyi Tina, was married to a man identified as Osaro Aunwa, but the marriage broke down in irreconcilable circumstances. The woman was said to have returned the bride price to the family, which they said was accepted. Reports say the estranged couple have been having continuous squabbles for close to 1 year. The woman, Uyi Tina, returned to Nigeria from Europe on the 31st of December 2024 and checked into her house at Iduonwina in Benin City. But at about 1 a.m. on 1st January 2025, when the people were celebrating the new year, the said assailant stormed the house with a 4 liters of petrol and immediately set the entire house ablaze, while the woman and other occupants were inside. It took the intervention of neighbors for the woman to escape, but not without injuries. When EBS TV News visited the house, the building and other household items were completely burnt down. The car in the compound was also touched. Some family members expressed surprise over the attack.
Around 1 o'clock, they called me that break the window, spray the room, this very one. Yes. That's where she's sleeping.
What happened is there's a man she was married to, which they are no longer together, and bride price has been returned. So she came from abroad just on the 31st, and then the man got a wind that she's around. The man came to the house, broke the window, poured fuel into the house, and wanted to set her ablaze, but she was able to escape. But her documents, the money she brought in, and all others, all got burnt, and the house completely razed down.
The victim, Uyi Tina, who is now in the hospital, appealed to the police to expand their investigation on the incident.
Yesterday around I think 1 o'clock midnight, somebody will hit my window. I just wake up. Who is that? When I hear voice, my ex-husband voice, say,
What does that mean?
They tell me, say, today, that be my last day, now today I will die for you. So when I hear the voice, now I start the chassis. Sarah, you want break my window? Sarah, you want break my window? Sarah, you want break my window? Come break the window. When you break the window finish, no get to run go. I may not want to open my door. May not come enter as in day as I inside the compound, that is inside the man say, how many enter the compound, but we lock gates. So the next thing when I see for him now, fuel, he carry and enter the window, start to spray fuel. I say, Sarah came on wow, Sarah, you want bomb my house? Sarah, you want bomb my house? I come they try to find my document, but now yesterday, now I come down from Italy. I they do Italy business, they carry load, they go, carry load, they come, they carry arrow, they go, carry load, go back. So people wait there Europe, they will still give me arrow, me I carry come back to Nigeria. So that yesterday I start my motor next time. So I not figure deliver the message. So all the message there, so I call them, because on second day I bring everything. So okay. I they try to find where I even keep, I'm not even know where I keep things again. The next thing when I hear, boom, me I run come and my dog just back. Boom. I just force myself, open the door. That's why I take come.
So fire?
Fire on fire. When they give me for Italy, me I supply, me I give them for area. The money born about 42,000 euros. It born. All my gold, my things, my document, my Italian documents, everything born.
The new year threw many families into happiness and joy, including the family of Mrs. Tina Uyi, who resides in Iduonwina Street of Tipa Road, Isiho community. However, the joy of Mrs. Tina Uyi and that of her relatives was suddenly aborted following an alleged destruction of her house and other valuables by her former husband, identified as Mr. Osaro Ahunwa, who visited the house in the early hours of New Year Day and set the house ablaze, while occupants were caught in helpless. A niece to the victim, Osarobo Osade, gave an account of the incident, which destroyed valuables including travel documents belonging to the victim.
He said them if you don't open this door, you go burn the house. Now you go look for something, they break the window. Now I say I'm mommy don't break window. Now as you break the window, you start to pour the fuel. As they pour the fuel, now so your lights, the thing your make fuel, everything, the thing even touch my mommy for leg, chef. Where it blue for his side. She got the shot my documents, so she did the travel and customer money. She me to go bring a nine fire come splash into her leg. So as I say, okay, make me see try if I go feel if I go feel bring her come out. I go carry duvet throw for inside water, make I put for body. Now I feel long go meet and ask her say who side particular place where you put the document. She say she no fit remember because her mind know your reach down, her mind know your settle down, so she no come remember where she put her. Now I go say okay, and the thing be say everybody dey his house. We door dey lock. We come need to defend key more to open door more to come and say.
The matter has since been reported to the police for investigation. Donald Ehiminye, ITV News.
This is the situation right now at Idowina, where the house was completely burnt down, and then investigation revealed that the man who was alleged to have committed this crime is currently with the police at Ekiadolo Division. In our subsequent broadcast of our news production, we'll be able to update you further on the situation, especially a special interview with the man on why he actually carried out this dastardly act. From Idowina here in Benin, Festus Alain Khe, EBS News.
All right, guys, as you all can see, you heard her. You know, she's in critical situation right now at the hospital. I just hope that she survived this, because a couple of people were injured in the house, according to the news also reaching us. You know, this actually happened in a location at Idowina Street off Tipa Road, Isiho Community, Benin City, according to ITV. That Mr. Osaro Ahunwa, that's the name of the man, the ex-husband. You know, his name is called Mr. Osaro Ahunwa. You know, why the woman, her name is Mrs. Tina Uyi. You know, so I believe there's still kind of entanglement between both of them. The man stay in love with her and all that, but you cannot love somebody and want the person to die. You know, so I'm totally against this action in anyhow you guys want to look at it. If the woman says she don't want to marry you again, or now you really truly, if not true, carry and go abroad, she can't find another husband or whatever and all that, one can still move on to live a life again. You know, but you trying to take her life and setting her house ablaze and all that in this excruciating time, hardship time in our country, I don't know how you want me to build another house again. Thank God that she have a life. She didn't, you know, she not died through the process. But nevertheless, the man is currently in the custody of the police in Edo State. I just hope the government do the right thing. Tell us, what's your take on this? Put it on the comment section and let's take this together. Thank you. All right, now so we see more my people, and now so we tell report them today as the breaking news come to our doorstep. It's okay. Let's talk about this. Let's bring it to your screen. This is totally condemnable. I don't support it. I'm not interested with it. The woman do. For real, say not true, say now you really carry and go abroad. The woman can later find a husband for that side or whatever. You still did not have right to take life that you did not create, or rather you did not create. That's what this man wanted to do, because the man wanted to burn her alive inside the house. When I say the house is condemned. They are not to demolish that house. There's no way you can amend it. Everything is totally out. So the woman was actually lucky. There, 42,000 euro, according to the woman, say the money burned. Anyway, I don't know how the matter will go, and I don't know whether the man will get level like that. And I know the way our country today, if you get level, you know, they too suffer like that. Now not get level, now they suffer. You know, so for you to understand that, you know, what I mean, or rather what I meant by that particular statement, I would like you to listen to this video. Then you go know, say now who get level and they run for Nigeria.
This man for up. This is Liu Yang. This man is the former chairman of the Bank of China. This man, they convict him 2 days back. What happened? This man, they give loan to some companies. Then they go give us some money. Then he will come recover the loan, just sort of cover some things for them. What go happen when China government know? They sentence him to death imprisonment. Now, after that death imprisonment, they come put and say, he still get chance, like at the Sea Court of Appeal for Nigeria. Say after 2 years for inside prison, if they see behavior say he can't do well, they'll go remove the death penalty, they'll go give a life imprisonment. Now, this man now that they convict to death, where he said the last John in a life imprisonment, you know how much he carry? 16.8 million US dollars. Now this man carry. Not be say he carry, say just carry the money. Oh, now the ones that be, you know, like that. Now they convict this man to death. The second one, if a big grant anything, it will be life imprisonment. Now, may we bring out to White Lion, Yaya Bello, where the also you see, you see the man with the agbada with the eye glass. Like person not fit kill mosquito, you see this man. Then may we go check how much this Chinese man carry where they want killer. They want go check where Yaya Bello carry. This man I carry Kogi State money. This same man, this man a real White Lion. Now this same man they sue EFCC. Now how much this man carry? 154 million US dollars. Now he carry. Now break that money to wait this Bank of Chinese man carry. If you break the money, they go break out to like more than 15 places. Now this man carry where they sentence her to death. Imagine the country. So we don't see this country. This country na country be. They hold thief. Thief say they hold. That's why they hold land. Instead called they drag EFCC. Called sue EFCC. Imagine the kind of court where they go sue. They go sue EFCC. That's why they say may fight crime. Oh. If they fight crime, you get proof. I be EFCC don't get proof. Because you get proof. Now you can see the that's why they hold. Where suppose they think I go take proof money. Now you can't even see they sue them. You see this country, it don't turn cruise. It don't become see one thing I don't see for this country be say, may we break this thing now. This country that country be say, if they catch you, say you steal 20,000 jungle justice for Nigeria for you. Then Nigeria will kill that person. Then if you there you steal 100,000, the guy you reach court for Nigeria, you'll go life imprisonment. If you steal 100 million for Nigeria, they will give you local government chairman. If you steal 100 billion, they will give you Senate. Then if you steal like 500 billion, you will contest for governorship. That's all the country just be now. So the higher you carry, the lower for your sentence. And the higher you carry, come on, you go carry, people go celebrate you. You go wear white agbada, they still follow EFCC. But if you carry small money, if they uncop you, they go uncop the leg and the hand, enter neck, come carry baby gun, then they follow you like this. Carry you go put this IK and say, go remind. Now those people I carry small money, now they stay remind for Nigeria. Where they say, you feel the benefit they remind for 10 years, 15 years, nobody go judge the matter. Then if you carry better money, they go escort you now invitation that they give you when you collect better money for Nigeria. They'll invite you, now you now decide if you will come or not. If you can see decide, say you not like the way they take EFCC they invite you, you fit sue EFCC for that one. And not only sue EFCC, when you sue EFCC finish, then you can go to your social media page and start dancing, dining and whining. While EFCC go there court, they wait for you whether you go come or not. And if you not come, any day you decide, say you want come, you feel who they court where EFCC don't know say you don't reach court, and you go call them for phone say, hey, don't matter that I'm gonna come. Let's rub mind together, let's discuss. Now where the country go that damn nonsense come up for person face. Rubbish. Now know what I do for this country. Una don't know what they do. Until una head correct, now una go do what I do. People will continue looting because when you loot, they celebrate you for looting. That is Nigeria for you. They celebrate looters. A country where they celebrate looters. That is where we find ourselves. Until we do the needful. You see this man now. Anybody will decide for China say he won't take the same step with this man. If he remember the waiting don't hold this man, the person head go correct, he go behave. Then you they look this one. Where people say if they sleep, they wake up, they stroke. They go up there, they shoot gun. They shoot gun for up. Now so want to leave this country. When somebody will carry public fund, they will celebrate the person. Nobody from as big as Kogi State can come out and talk. No big lawyer in this country can say, we come out and say something. Nobody. We are just suffering and smiling. And I say, make this country come better. Now like this, it will take better. Small tune, I say presidency. Now president carry this money. You people better know what you are doing. You people better wake up. Now Buhari carry the money. It was the time of Buhari. Now Buhari carrier. Now one man carrier. But now say Buhari not good. Now say Tinubu not good. Are they the looters? How much president they carry for this country? Compare with the senator they carry, governors they carry, especially governor. If not let this country will remove governor, more not the guy governor again. Because that name governor, they just use and say they carry public fund. They don't care what they do. Let's remove governor from this our constitution. Make everybody rest. More know the ones where they thief the money. Not that if you talk with that too. Everybody just know what they happen on this country. Rubbish. I beg carry the camera.
All right. He mentioned something that is very, very interesting, that our looters, we celebrate them, that most Nigerians celebrate them. It's just like the same way Nigerians celebrate Yahoo talent fraudsters in Nigeria. You know, when you steal from others and you come back to your community, you buy a car, maybe less, because these are the common cars that these Yahoo boys are driving, that Benz or Lexus. So maybe you buy one of these, you come to your community, you see they'll be hailing you, they'll be calling you Odogu and all that, including your parents. You know, even your mom, your dad will not ask how you made the money. They'll just be say, oh, thank God, oh, God have blessed my son. God have blessed my blah, 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 blah. Even your religious leader, you know, they will give you the front seat to sit on. So this whole thing has become a culture in our country where we celebrate criminals and all that. For me to tally that particular up, just yesterday, 1st of January, see how they celebrated Yaya Bello. It was celebrated. Yaya Bello was celebrated and allegedly given another title. You know, so tell me, for example, how do you want this whole thing to stop? Where the upcoming ones know that if you can still, like that video that I played earlier on, if you can still read money, you'll be crowned, right? So even the Yahoo boys or whatever that we are calling them now, I call them Italian fraudsters. Even the Yahoo boys we're talking about now, tell me how these people can ever change. Or we the younger ones are the leaders of tomorrow. Not so they talk and since where would they grow, they come. So let's assume all the leaders we have today, all our elderly fathers, mothers that are currently ruling us today, if they decide to say, okay, when I say they thief, okay, it don't do, make una corona by una self. How can we trust ourselves? There's no way we can trust ourselves. Okay, you're going to tell me somebody that have amounted so much wealth to use our own self through criminality, become a governor of a state today, and you expect the same person to do right? It's not possible. Or the person become a senator, a rep, or a vice or a president. You expect them to do right? It's not possible. So this whole thing for Nigeria to change has to start from us. Yes. It needs to start from us. That's the only way we can have that better Nigeria that you and I are craving or crying for. If not, we are not going anywhere, because it looks like almost everybody, we are deceiving ourselves. We live in a country where 80% of the people, if I'm not mistaken with my statistic, believe that the only way you can be successful is to engage in criminality. The worst part of our government is not even the presidency, it's not the governors. Do you know? It's the civil servants. I have things to talk about the civil servant, but I'm waiting for the right time. I want to talk about it the other day, but I'll wait for the right time. The biggest problem we have are the civil servants. In case you don't know how, if anybody become a governor today in a state, right? Okay, let me use myself as an example. Let's say I become a governor of Edo State today. The people that will take me around to tell me how the country have been run by my predecessor are the civil servant. They will try you, they will test you, they will see your reaction. I've said this so many times on this platform. If your child throw a remote to your TV and the father wanted to scream and the mother said, no, leave her, a baby now. The pikin go look on her like they go shake head. Oh, okay. Ah, what a beautiful family where you come so. One day we'll go carry knife for kitchen. Maybe they sleep for living room. You go use that taste stab before belly. You go taste and play and just normal thing. Because the time you're supposed to curb it, you failed. So when this civil servant try you, say, this new governor will come so only God know how you go to deal. But more by try and more try. They try you, you fall on it. You try, you fall on it. Then they don't win. They don't tell you, say, the previous predecessor, now so it your predecessor, now so it did one. You know, if 2 billion come from so internal revenue, they keep 1.5 billion through this means. Because if we take out through this means, the other means, government will know, EFCC will know in prospective time. So that's so they do it for a way people not to know. Say, hey, that's so. We're not too correct. This is why we are where we are today. Then a lot of us are focusing more on talking about the presidency, the presidency, the president, the president, the president. In most cases, we don't even remember to talk about our governor, our local government chairman, our even to the extent of councillor. We don't mention those names at all. Are you aware that constitutionally, the president doesn't have right to determine how a state is being run? You don't know. Oh, you don't know. They don't have right. They can only advise. If you not take, no problem. Because the same immunity that the president gets, that's the same immunity the governor of a state also gets. So in most cases, they wait for them to finish their tenure so that they can be persecuted for a possible prosecution. But in most cases, like Oshomole Toka, if you join APC, your sins are forgiven. In most cases, their sins are always forgiven. I don't know how, but that is the realism. So our problem in our country is huge. It's huge, oh. It's huge. That Nigeria midday, so my eye, they see things. My eyes, they see things. I'll say, Jesus. We have a long way to go. Do you know that a lot of Nigerians in Nigeria today are just waiting to get the opportunity to have their own share? Do you know that? Yes, I repeat that. A lot of Nigerians in Nigeria today, they are just standing by to have their own share from the national cake. Immediately they have the opportunity to have or lay hands on that national cake, they are done. A lot of us who also come out to say we are fighting, Nigeria must be better, Nigeria must be. A lot of us just want to make name so that the government can approach us, then we'll be bought. That's why you see many people who they talk, which you and I know, many of them are bought. They will not start working for the government. Why people like us will not they work for government or the bad government, the bad individualisms in government? Some of them are not they respect us. So we have a long way to go. A long way. Look at my state. All our front runners, almost all our front runners youth, all of them done my share, my leader finish. So they talk so. Well, I'm not even sure which one to trust anymore. Because once you buy the bag of rice, you put 1 million naira journal. My leader. You are done. Finish. Now hunger. With that politician, we will come meet me and say, they buy me bag of rice, give me 1 million naira. Although I don't have limit to the figure. Any amount at all for you to do the wrong thing is wrong. But we have lots of them on social media. I be not be that dwarf when I see we come off all the way from Dallas because of $5,000. He come out all the way from Dallas, go Edo State. Because of $5,000, not even pounds. If not pounds now, they say, okay, still get weight more. $5,000. He travel all the way. They even give a hotel where they stay. You get where they pay the hotel. They say, oh yeah, come and go back. And you not get the one where you did for your side. The same person, though they throw mat, they meet Aswa Godaro and Obaseki as we speak, indirectly. Now he's now singing the praises of Okpebolo. But do you know the funny part of all? The funny part of all, upon all this year lifestyle, many of them are living. That good life that they crave for, many of them still don't have it. The rest of mine, they don't have it. When sometimes we say on this platform, do what is right, stand for what is right, some people just say, it's a normal thing where they talk all the time. It's not normal. It's not normal. It's just like you wake up in the morning, you just think it's a normal thing. You forget to tell God thank you. You drink water, you pass your throat, a normal thing. You eat, a normal thing. You use toilet, a normal thing. Nothing is normal. Nothing. Always learn to be appreciative to God and to what the good things fellow human beings are doing for you. So look where we are. The criminals are being celebrated, while the good ones are being insulted. And I see where some people, they come here, sometimes they go insult us. On my Instagram, the same thing. I commented on the Today Not post some time ago. We're commenting on this Yahoo thing. Somebody went to my page. Some of them, not even one or two, went to my page. I came back again and say, make me swear. If we never do Yahoo before now, I can't use the money invest. I can't stop. Just look at that mindset. Just look at that mindset. We have a long way to go. Instead of us devoting our time to criticize just the government alone, let's also start criticizing ourselves so that we can have a better Nigeria that you and I are craving for. We are still very young, most of us. We are still very young. The energy, let's put it on. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Our presentation continues. I appreciate you all. Those of you just coming in right now, Peggy Mahdi, thank you very much, ma, for joining us. Former Patience, thank you, Michael Abba, God bless all. Jacob Obedient, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Remy Abdul, I can see you all right there. Thank you very much. Alabo, thank you very much for joining us today. God bless you. Thank you. Osaide, Peter Inagbe, Prince Ajagon, Alabo, thank you. God bless you all. Lucy Eno, Didi Anthony, thank you, my people. God bless you all. Christian CXL, thank you. Miracle B, Madam Amen Bright, Sendam, thank you. CO, I can see you. Ace also say, I can see you all. Sabovo Konga, and above all, my mother of all, Mommy Dasura. God bless you all, my people. Press on the like button, help us to share. But I'd like us to start right now with Peter Obi. Peter Obi have this to say. This particular press conference by Peter Obi, in fact, he hit the nail on Tinubu. Let's listen to it quickly. Guys, help us to press on the like button and let's take it from here. God bless you all.
We shall be joining the Labour Party leader Peter Obi, who will be addressing the media now in Abuja.
Economic and security situation of our country is worsening daily, despite contrary positions and claims by the government of improvement in all spheres of human endeavor. Our national challenges are visibly worsening. Our nation and its fortunes are in clear reverse. The indices are clearly indicative of our decline. Thus, Nigeria remains one of the poverty capitals of the world, with over 100 million in extreme poverty and more than 150 million in multi-dimensional poverty. The situation has deteriorated significantly in the past 18 months under the current administration. As a nation, we are falling from being the highest GDP in Africa in 2014 at $574 billion and per capita of about $3,500 to now ranking the fourth with a GDP less than 50% of what we were a decade ago, about 200 billion, with per capita less than a third, about 1,000. Our nation remains one of the most insecure and least peaceful in the world today, with countless communities and families displaced from their homes and now living in IDP camps. According to the Global Peace Index report, Nigeria ranks 143 out of 163 countries in terms of peacefulness, an indicative of high level of distress. Food insecurity has become a national norm, making Nigeria one of the hungriest countries of the world. Gainfully employed and middle-income Nigerians now spend nearly their entire income on feeding, with some resorting to borrowing to eat, just to eat. For those living on margins, low-income earners and unemployed, the situation is even more dire. The newly approved minimum wage of 70,000 cannot afford a bag of rice or even half a bag of beans. As a result, many Nigerians go to bed hungry, while a significant number now rely on palliatives and charitable support. Tragically, this has recently led to several avoidable deaths. Nigeria in 2024 hunger index is ranked 110 out of 127 countries measured, reflecting a critical level of hunger and food insecurity. We have earned the dubious distinction of being one of the countries with the largest number of people without access to electricity. In 2024, despite the abysmal and unacceptable power generation and distribution, the frequency of national grid collapse increased significantly. The frequency of national grid collapse increased, where we have almost 12 times in 12 months. As a result, we are now mockingly referred as a generator country. This persistent lack of adequate energy supply continues to hinder our national development. Corruption, official efficiency, fiscal profligacy, and the mismanagement of public resources continue to rise astronomically in our country, spreading across all spheres of government. Similarly, nepotism and disregard for the Constitution, rule of law, and due process have become the norm. Our national debt has risen astronomically from approximately 15 trillion in 2015 to over 100 trillion today. This sharp increase has occurred within the last 18 months under the current administration. Ironically, these borrowings are largely allocated to non-generative programs and projects, leaving little to tangible development assets. Inflation remains an all-time high, businesses are collapsing, and manufacturing companies are barely surviving, further contributing to already high unemployment rates. We hold periodic elections that are no longer genuine. Our electoral process are visibly flawed, lacking transparency and credibility. Although Nigeria is a democratic country, the electoral process falls far below acceptable standards, with the people's vote often not counted. Suggestions on the way forward. From all indication, Nigeria urgently needs selfless and exemplary leadership across the three arms and tiers of government. However, this much needed exemplary leadership must begin from the top. Since the ultimate responsibility lies with the president, I will direct my attention to him. Mr. President, present-day Nigeria aligns closely with Dr. Martin Luther King powerful words. We are now confronted with fierce urgency of now. This is no time for apathy or complacency. This is time for vigorous and positive actions. Because we all love Nigeria and desire its prosperity, I would like to suggest some actions I will have personally approached differently. It is time to confront our national problems boldly, decisively, with a sense of urgency, and I suggest as follows. Commence a visible and verifiable reduction in cost of governance to be able to allocate much needed resources to critical areas of development such as security, health, education, and poverty alleviation. Aggressively and visible attention should be given to combating corruption effectively. While addressing past corrupt practices, we must ensure proper investigations and recoveries are related to missing funds or their sources. The focus should be on eliminating current and future official malfeasance through increased transparency and accountability in public procurement and contract awards, as well as thorough monitoring of execution of projects to ensure that limited resources are efficiently utilized and applied productively. All future borrowings must be tied to regenerative investment and visible productive assets that will benefit the nation. This will ensure both productivity and ability to service and amortize such loans, rather than continue the current practice of accumulating massive debt with no tangible returns, which places undue strain on future development revenues. Mr. President, out of approximately 580 days you have been in office, it is reported that you have spent about 30% or around 180 days on more than 30 publicly recorded trips overseas. My appeal is that you dedicate 20% of 2025, roughly 72 days, to visit each of the 36 states for 2 days each. As a president, such visit will give you opportunity to better understand their economic and security situations across the country. Further, it is time you visit our national hospitals and health facilities. You may consider, for example, that your next medical examination be conducted in one of our national hospitals or regional federal medical centers, such as FMC in Sokoto, Birnin Kebbi, Calabar, Umuahia, Akure, among others. This will allow you to assess the state of healthcare facilities available to Nigerians. It will also help you to understand the condition of our hospitals and clinics, enabling you to make informed decisions on how to upgrade and make them efficient. Endeavor to travel by road to observe the conditions of most highways. You can take short trips, for example, from Calabar in Cross River State to Uyo in Akwa Ibom, a distance of less than 100 kilometers, or from Benin in Edo to Warri in Delta. I recall taking President Obasanjo on a trip from Awka to Onitsha on the federal highway when I was governor of Anambra State. That journey prompted him to immediately approve reconstruction of parts of the road by Anambra State with subsequent reimbursement by the federal government. Such actions are immensely valuable. Make both impromptu and planned visits to our tertiary institutions where our children and future leaders are being trained. This is essential to familiarize yourself with the available infrastructure, facilities, and amenities. These visits will provide valuable insights into whether the resources of the Tertiary Education Trust Fund are being utilized optimally, and what is needed to sustain education is being implemented. I recall President Shagari visiting University of Nigeria, Nsukka, when I was a student there, and telling us, I've seen the facilities myself, and I assure you of my intervention. Institutional facilities improved significantly thereafter. As Commander-in-Chief, visit our military formations and security agencies, especially during their field operations, and provide them with moral-boosting assurances and support for optimal efficiency. Reiterate that they and their families will always be taken care of. Mr. President, many Nigerians are refugees and exiles in their own country. Visit the IDP camps and assure Nigerians that they will soon be returned to their communities, that they are working hard to restore peace and normalcy in different parts of the country. Mr. President, you are no longer governor of Lagos State. You are now the president of Nigeria. Therefore, consider spending your holidays in different parts of the country. Let your next Salah, Easter, or Christmas holidays be spent in Yola, in Sokoto, Jos, Akure, Yanegua, Abakaleke, among others. The single most challenging test you face is ensuring the future of elections are credible and to reflect the will of the people. Finally, Mr. President, Nigerians need to hear from you directly, not through your proxies. Quarterly update on what you are doing to improve the situation is crucial. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
I want to ask you some questions. Let's say the country. What can you say about it? Because he has also said that the economy under him has gained his foreign trade surpluses under him, and that the price of petrol is beginning to go down after the regulation. Those are the successes recorded according to him last year. So, but going into 2025 is so optimistic. Do you share his optimism that we can reduce the inflation rate to 15%? And how do you think we can tackle the issues of hunger and food security?
Well, you know, it's not This is not the first time he's coming out with such optimism. The reality of it is that while we do not expect 100% result, we want to see 100% effort. It's something you can say, for example, we're reducing cost of governance. People need to see it. People need to feel it. You know, I'll wait and see how the inflation will come down from 34 to 15%. Because the main driver of inflation, as you know, is food. On the sea rice, coming down from 100 to about 50. Beans, coming down, all coming down below the minimum wage. Then we can begin to say yes. So it is not something you say. It is what you do and what people feel. Governance is about the feeling of the people, not you.
The first question is on this national trip. Knowing what the presidency stands for Nigeria, don't you think Nigerians will be further inconvenienced by the president traveling to states where the road will be locked for hours even before the president comes, as to remain locked hours after he was left in a particular situation? And considering the amount of resources they will still expend on such visits, either by air or by road, how do you see an alternative to mitigate the suffering of Nigerians by those blockage and the money that's going to be spent? That's the first aspect.
I'm sure that what is going to be spent will be far less than what he spends to go overseas. It will be far less. And I can assure you that visiting the entire Nigeria will not cost up to a third of what he has spent in these 30 trips, just visiting Nigeria. And it is critical that he goes to, as for blocking the road and everything, I would rather he blocks everywhere in my state and stay there for 2 days, because he will feel what we are feeling. So it's better he goes to Benue, go to Zamfara and block it, but he's there, so he can feel what the average person in Zamfara is feeling. As the president of a country, you must visit the place.
The second aspect is 2027. His Excellency Family, Kwapaso, and all of them, on this major issue, can you just tell me? For me, what is important now is about Nigeria today. We are so occupied about election, just like we're so occupied about power capture, that we refuse to deal with our issue. We have people who are dying because of bags of rice, half bag of beans. People are dying. We've just lost several people. I was in IDP camp yesterday. I was in hospital yesterday, where we don't have basic things. I'm talking about 2027. That's not what I'm preoccupied with. I'm not preoccupied by what I said, the urgency of today. Let people put food on their table. Let there be medical care in our primary health care.
Okay, lastly, what is His Excellency barely 1 year after the 2023 elections? The third force is dismantled, and there is no effective governance without opposition, a strong opposition in the country. And with the way things are going, do you think Nigeria is having a headwind? And how do you think any person from the opposition, even when you have the brain, the intellectual, the ability, even in your common, to play out all the things in government, how can you emerge as a leader of the country? Secondly, the arrest of Tinubu. What does this have to do with our democracy? Don't you think it will affect the democracy in Nigeria?
Well, I want us to sit down one of these days and talk about the opposition and how the opposition will be effective. A democracy is faulty. It wasn't designed to support the opposition. Oppositions here are actually in difficulty. If I tell you what I face, what I go through, what my family go through, you wouldn't even believe I will still be standing and going around this country. But I've made up my mind that if this is the end, so be it. Because we can't allow the country. It is difficult to be in opposition in this country. Extremely difficult. Because everything is against you. People don't even want to see you. They don't even want to talk to you. I see colleagues that greet them at the airport, they don't even want to reply. Because they feel they don't want the government of the day to see you or see them greeting you. Your businesses, everything you're involved is being dismantled. That is not a country. We need to show more commitment to the future of our country. None of us is going to live here forever. So we must build a better society for our children. And to build it, some of us will take the risk. That is the part of what Dele and Co. also going through. And not just him, every person, even the oppositions, at local government level, at state level, everywhere, are going through that. So for me, we are actually doing a lot if we're doing everything on our own.
All right, lastly, for me, Your Excellency, just two things. We've seen you and the former Vice President Abubakar going around having a series of meetings. People are optimistic that maybe something in form of a merger or so will come out of this. And then, lastly, President Tinubu insists that his tax reforms must go on, and the tax reform bills are here to stay in his last presidential media chat. Despite that, governors are saying that look, there should be more consultation and other leaders of the country, while former Senate President is saying that look, there's serious hunger, and Lume is saying that look, some traditional rulers should not just take the content of the tax reform bills just by the face value. What will you advise on these two?
Well, on issue of tax, there's a lot of stories. I've said it, everybody knows my stand on it. There should be very wide and detailed consultation. It should be widely and publicly debated. Government have consistently maintained that our tax to GDP, tax to this is very low. You've seen it every day. And I said it's wrong. Tax is a function of productivity. The country is unproductive. So are you going to tax 100 million Nigerians that are living in extreme poverty? Are you going to tax those people I saw in IDP camps yesterday? Are you going to tax the factories that are shut down in Kano? Go to Bompai, go to Shadan 1, Shadan 2. Where are you going to tax? Tax is a function of productivity. When the country is productive, people are gainfully employed, then you can tax them. And we can generate more tax. What we need now is to reflect the country, make it productive, and then we can talk about generating more revenue. Thank you. On the issue of the merger, like you said, let me assure you, what is on the table now is that everybody who means well should come together to get the country to work. There's a lot of, call it, lies. There's a lot of propaganda. There's a lot of, trying to, bamboozle the people going on here and there, which has to stop. Let's build this country. Let me say it again. None of us is going to be here forever. Those who did it yesterday are no longer here. But if you look at the country, is collapsing every day. I saw 1,500 kids yesterday, not in school. And I did ask 3 of them, do you want to go to school? They say yes. What are we doing?
Wow. That was a wonderful press conference by His Excellency Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. Peter Obi said 2 things that I would like to talk about. A link I will posted. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Those of you that want to join us, I would like you to join us on time. Before I move on to what Peter Obi said, I want to let everybody know that because it's January, today's 2nd of January. So yesterday we had some conversation here that we'll be spending so much time on air. 1 or 2 persons highlighted an area. So we've taken a decision today now to do 3 hours, maximum 4 hours every day now. So if you want to participate to our broadcast, you come in on time. If it's 1 person that joined the panel, we just talk and then we round up. But I want everybody to understand that we cannot be here without no structure. Just come on air. Sometimes we are here for 8 hours, 7 hours, 6 hours. We're not going to take that. We're not going to do that anymore. So I want everybody to know that the maximum, the highest we can do is 4 hours. But our main focus will be 3 hours every day so that everyone can go back home and have some time for themselves. You know, I noticed that some of the panelists now decided to be coming even after 11 self. You know, panelists that used to come on time, many of them were now laying back and all that, which I understand. Maybe you have what you're doing, but we're not going to keep the platform waiting for you to get ready to wear your trousers before you come to the panel. You know, so we need to put everybody into consideration. And a feedback is very, very important for me. And I get a feedback from people and I take it very, very serious. You know, I can see Mama Yeshu, I can see you on the backstage. Mother Pacha, I can see you on the backstage. I'll bring you in shortly. I just wanted to give this speech first. So starting from today, we're going to be doing just 3 hours. For any reason, we might extend it to just 4 hours, a maximum, certainly 4 hours. If there's any topic that we need to talk about, we can extend it in tomorrow and highlight it. And everybody needs to work with their time now, like we normally do before. Somebody actually highlighted by reaching out to me privately saying that the only thing that we've kept permanently and we have complied to is the time. After 10 p.m., we don't pick time anymore. We don't pick calls anymore. So, but every other thing we will not be able to keep to it. And why? So I didn't know that some of you were actually looking at this and you wanted us to work on it. But it's good that you brought it to our attention. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much. And God will bless you now. Then I'll quickly come to Peter Obi. Peter Obi mentioned 2 things that I just want to talk about. He said everybody have to come together to make Nigeria work. I talked about that here a couple of minutes ago, and I talk about it all the time on this platform. So hearing my principal saying it again, it means a lot to me. You know, we need to come together to make Nigeria work. Only 1 person can do it. You see me sometimes when I mention that we need 50 Nigeria Watch platform, 50 minimum for Nigeria to work. You know, when like I said, or like I've always mentioned here, we're not looking for somebody that come out on Monday. Next week, Monday, you come out again. You are doing well. That's fine. I applaud you. But we need a repeated broadcast where our government will know that, wow, these guys are passing through. You can see what Peter Obi said. Peter Obi telling Tinubu to visit state on his own to see the pain, suffering, the excruciating situation that Nigerians are facing at this particular moment. That is it. Visit state. Don't rely on your aides, what they are telling you. You just visit by yourself and see. I don't know why. Is it too difficult to do? You know, is it to do the same thing some governors are doing? To visit local governments in the same state with them is a problem for them. Because once they just attain that position, it now looks like they are not too big, you know, to actually check on the people that elected them into power. So we have to come together to make Nigeria work. Then another one that I noticed about Peter Obi's speech, although he mentioned so many things, now only that two I want to talk about. Now be Peter Obi 2 times, now me hear maybe pass, but minimum 2 times. Peter Obi say, Mr. President. 1, few minutes again, and I say, Mr. President. You know why they talk this thing? For some of you now, we go, you carry the tea, you carry a put for your heads. I can never call him president. I can never call this. I cannot. Peter Obi not follow and do all this thing when they do. It's just like sometimes somebody criticize Peter Obi. Some of you now go carry a put for your head. That person will criticize Peter Obi. Una must buy him. If you not buy, una don't go rest. Then Peter Obi will come and can't go pay hello to that person. It's just that during the time of the Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka, Peter Obi went out to visit. Then people say, come on, Peter Obi go and visit. Listen, Peter Obi no follow and do all this kind buy what some of us they do. He not follow na day. But when I live, Peter Obi does not belong to any region. Concerned Nigerians are looking forward to him becoming our president so that you and I can have that dream, that Nigeria of our own dream. How we want to make it be. True am. Not be say you they do man list. You want make Peter Obi join you do man list. He not follow you did that yet. Peter Obi talking twice. Go watch that video before you go change him. Maybe not 3 times he talk about, now 2 times me here. Say, Mr. President. Some of them don't attack me here. Why I call Tinubu president? This that. Now I say, I mean understand. May you fight your fights. I talked yesterday. If you know, say get with me and my panelists, they talk for a year, and you know, say we'll not talk where, you will continue from where we stop. You cannot sit down inside your living room and be pressing remote and be saying, oh, Mr. Najawa, if I do like this, you have to come in and support us. You will turn on your camera. We go put you for big table. People go see you finish. Not be this one where my house small, so we go put them. Everybody go see you like this. I go make them very big. Only you go this screen. Then you will not send the message to Tinubu or Nigerians or Nigeria or anyhow you want to send them. No, they come through inside us. Mr. Najawa was not so for talking. Black Panther not so for talking. CM not so. May you can continue from where we stop. I believe so many of us go get sense now. I'm not talking about all of us. I'm saying many of us. I'm not generalizing. Many of us when they say person that was sworn inconstitutionally. Yes, how he become president was, you know, it was a surprising thing to all of us. Around 4 a.m. overnight, they declared Tinubu saying that he win. On the 29th of May, when we believe say every Nigerians go come out, everywhere was like a graveyard. Nobody come out. So they just sworn in constitutionally. Then you come here, come they hide for back. I know they follow and do that kind of thing. Because where my power reach, and they made they talk rich, and there they work rich. You go continue from where we stop. And then we'll go applaud you. Many of them, when they call, they do all this over Sabi. Nobody know now. Nobody even know where you did. Not be country where you tell us say you did, not be we go say, oh, where you calling from? I'm calling from Yugoslavia. Oh, Yugoslavia, that guy from call. Not be waiting to tell you. Don't you know you can use a WhatsApp number that carries another country and you live in another country? You don't know. If I dare UK, which WhatsApp number now? They cannot be Nigerian. My WhatsApp number, not be Nigerian WhatsApp number. We just want to create chaos everywhere. That's why I have so much respect for this man, Mr. Peter Obi. Regardless of what, I don't want to take anything personal. I'm supporting him because of him. Because I don't look left. I don't look right. I don't look everywhere. I don't do research. I don't tire. I don't do the research again, over and over again. I don't say, this man, there's nothing you can hold against him. Now, some of us want to spoil a name. Because one may join us, go, they fight, everybody, they go. See that woman nearly by that day because he go arise. Say Peter Obi is falling from top to down. Man nearly joke by that woman. Peter Obi can see as the animalistic individualisms as they want to take by this woman. Peter Obi can quickly run, go find that woman. Can say he can't hug her. Say, my dear sister, don't mind them. Oh, we get many animals for these people where they follow us. I mean, they interpret her like that, but now so it be. We must come together to have a better Nigeria, not in a Agberuism way, in a lunatic way, in a touting way. No, let's do it well. And this one, what they do sometimes, they behave like animals. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. I can see you on the backstage as well. Let's behave well to have a better Nigeria. May I not follow on and do all this thing where people they behave. And if you see me for a real ground, you will know the way they live my life for. Yes, I vibrate here all the time. I want Nigeria to be better and all that. Now, totally truth. As Peter Obi talk, so I'll talk. As God will bless Oga CM. Even yesterday for year, Oga CM talk this thing. He say, wait till we present. Now we they talk for. Not be yesterday, Oga CM talk this matter for you. Now, yesterday, less than 24 hours ago. Now we they do here. We don't come here with assumption. I appreciate every one of you. Now God bless you, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Everyone, the rest people right there, you can tell us what you think about what Peter Obi said earlier on. But meanwhile, we have a pathetic video that I'd like you guys to listen to. This Christmas, a politician was bite, you know. But meanwhile, let me quickly say this. Somebody, you see, me don't know what we they fight for Nigeria. A video of somebody that I played yesterday. I don't want to even mention his name anymore, but you guys, a video of the guy that I played, you know, that normally have a slate on the wall, and he was talking about a very dark man and all that, using pen and all that, blah, blah, blah. The guy went on to almost bring down our channel. Now, my concern is, what are we fighting for in Nigeria? What are we fighting for? That same guy. I can mention his name. He's not called Don Azza. Don Azza. I was like, wow, why would you do that? They almost bring down my channel. Then YouTube now reached out to me. Just because we played that video yesterday. Two of my channel, he attacked two of them at the same time. Although he could not reach to Nigeria Watch, because they get the way Nigeria Watch just today. Two of my other channel.
Mr. Elvis, how do you mean that he attacked the channel?
Yes, he attacked us. The video that we did yesterday, all of them is out. It's deleted. I don't want to reveal more of it here. You know, before I talk something, I talk with facts.
Yeah, you mean the guy, you mean he technically he attacked or to hack?
True, I can't say hack or attack, but he did everything to make sure that those two videos were dropped. So what do we call
it? Okay. You mean that he didn't want his video to be on Nigeria Watch?
Exactly.
All right, got you.
Yes. Then YouTube now gave me 48 hours to drop this video because Don Azza, whatever, have reported our channel. And the process he went through is a dangerous process. That's why I use the word attack. But because we are big, you cannot attack us and YouTube go take instant decision. You get where you go reach for YouTube. YouTube not take instant decision on people like us and many other people that is bigger than me. So they will can't give you time to do this thing. But unfortunately, they did not give me the option to edit the useless video. Come on for the video. We have to drop the two videos from the two channels.
In the entire broadcast of yesterday.
Everything. We have to drop it. Everything. But it's still on Nigeria Watch. You see, this is what we get. Now, the same people will be saying Nigeria is hard. Nigeria is hard.
Guess what, Mr. Elvis? I wanted to comment on that guy's video. I was not here yesterday, but I watched the video maybe after you guys are left, and I had the intention of commenting on that video today. But anyways, I think
no, there's no need
just
anymore.
leave that.
There are many people that are jealous of us. Now, small channel even get to its subscriber is very minimal compared to us. But I don't know what enter in mind. I don't know him before. We've never played any video here without not giving them credit. It just went on. Okay, what about people that are lesser than us who use their video? YouTube will take instant decision. And because we don't pass some kind of level, which I don't like to disclose here, do your research on your own. Now make YouTube give us time to sort them out. But
which means the guy is watching Nigeria Watch.
Yes, nice. Yeah, he's listening. The satanic idiot, Donanza, is listening right now. He's here. Because if he's not listening, how come you manage to hit the two channels at the same time? He's here. He's listening.
It's same day.
Yes, same day. Same day. If you not listen to me, I'm gonna go and do Nigeria Watch and Nigeria Watch blog. No, I saw that the video we do yesterday. Now 31st, now go get for that. The first not there again. Jealousy everywhere. As Mandarita talk, I don't know what is wrong with us. Now make our principal talk and understand. We almost come together for one Nigeria to work. If you like, don't give leadership to this kind of person now, tell me how we want to get that better country. Just imagine. Only 6 minutes long video of yours what we play, we lost 4 hours plus of almost 5 hours video. Just imagine. So this is what we get. And there's a lot of things we don't talk about here. Now only my panelists go feel no. In the private chat, many of them they see strange people when they go come our private chat, right? We they deal with them here, but I don't talk about it anymore. Every day, these are what these satanic set of people are doing. We managed to go extra mile to put things in place to say, okay, come, no wahala, you don't get too ahead. This boy did this thing. Then what are you fighting for? I don't get it. He don't even get copyright. The guy don't even get copyright. If he get copyright, now another thing. Somebody commented maybe. No, there was no copyright at all. We know. We take video through something to know there's copyright and all that. Since some people started putting copyright on their video, so we've acquired some software now to checkmate video before we play them. It was just jealousy. He was about to do to Nigeria, but he could not. It's crazy. I just wanted to put that there because as things been, that's all they talk about. We have a long way to go. Let's stop blaming our leaders only. Okay, this one now, wait, this one do so. We'll blame Tinubu for this one now. Should we not blame Tinubu for this now? Some of us they say now, yes, or even that no one mentioned Tinubu. Look, should we not blame our president for this? Any of the presidents that have ruled or that will rule in the future for our own attitude? We cannot. You see? So it's crazy. No, if how you do things like that, a lot of people carry my video. I've never reached out to them. I have the power. I have the power to go through YouTube to bring down videos. I get the power to go through YouTube to bring down my video with your platform, and I still get the power to bring it down by myself, by anyhow. We know this thing now. It may be as you do this thing, I'll say, okay, we could fight you back. Then you don't know they fight you back. How you go do? How do you want me to sleep? Say you wake up, you don't even get channel again. Hey, they throw stone. I don't want to they worry on. Hey? So we get the way we take the, but we know they try and we carry guilt. Yes, I know they like carry guilt. What I was expecting from you is to write, just put it on the comment section. Oh, sorry, I don't want my video to be on your platform and all that. Immediately, we respect that. We take it out. That's fine. But you just went through the highest avenue. But YouTube now said, no, this highest avenue where you go through, so we're not go fit. We're not go fit treat this guy like that. So let's be nice to each others. The way some move now, they behave during the time of the 2023 general election, all of them, they put copyright for our music, when they campaign for Peter Obi and everything, blah, blah, blah. The one that they behave sometimes, if not everybody they do like that, well, if for be as it gets. Do you know how many small bloggers that is carrying my video here? They caught, I saw somebody caught, I don't want to mention the panelists here. One of my panelists the other day from my platform, you can't go, they reinterpret them or rebroadcasting it on the platform. You know, somebody said it to me. I watch and I just still laugh. I even like the platform. I can't come on. So, does that take anything away from my body? Eh? No, it doesn't. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. But meanwhile, I want you guys to listen to this video.
Thrown into mourning, the ever-busy Agbere community is a shadow of its former self. Tragedy struck, and businessman-politician Clement Hamo was the victim. Sources say he was attacked and abducted from his residence in Agbere, Sagbama Council area of Bayelsa State on Saturday with no word about him for 2 days.
I see some people when go meet and they call the full and they speak Hausa. And they speak Hausa. So before I look, gunshot. Bwa. Another one. Bwa. I carry my picking. I call around, enter backyard. For they listen. People they are now running come to where I did. Another gunshot. Bwa. I won't enter house, go carry my picking self. Another one. Bwa. I not reach enter house. I call myself, I call see enter bush.
On Monday, we got information that they saw his body floating and hanged somewhere in Delta State, in the River Fakados. Someone they killed in River Non, and if you are throwing the dead body to the river, there is no way that dead body will float to River Fakados. As at the time we got the information, in the night, despite some of our men to the scene, they stayed there with the community where they saw the dead body hanging without head. So at the end of the day, my younger brother, we buried him without head.
His neighbors point at traces of blood on the floor, leading to the nearby bush where the gunmen allegedly made their getaway with Clement Hamo. Back in the home of the deceased, melancholy was in the air as family members tried to accept the harsh reality of the tragedy that had befallen them.
This whole matter of Funali X-Man is not rhyming, because we're actually informed that my father is coming out for a kingship position, which we know of. Only for him to go to his residence to beat, and we're hearing all this, but we don't just know what to say. I'm short of words. But I just want him to please help us to bring the person that killed my father to justice.
A man that is loved by so many persons, young and old, because it's a man that do not segregate, a man that brings everybody together as a team, as a family. So he's a team player. Since we don't know who killed him, we don't know whether the next target will be the next person, so we are praying for government to come and investigate and provide security for the people.
While the Bayelsa Police Command is yet to make an official statement about Clement Hamo's murder, an air of uncertainty envelops Agbere community as none could identify the killers of the 58-year-old father of 5. Ovieteme George, Arise News.
All right, that was a very pathetic one. He's a politician, for a reason why they go by him. They can't cut his head, carry come out. Me, I don't know. It's a very, very pathetic one. May so rest in peace. I don't know him, but still, na person like by. It's very, very sad. I appreciate every one of you, my people. I'm gonna go bless you now. Thanks for your time with us. Thank you so much. I got a super chat from Julius Anthony Agbongile. God bless you. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much. My pocket never ever run dry. Thank you so much, my wonderful people. Yes, yeah, God's grace. You said it was because of you, Naija Watch, we subscribed to that channel Now we all will unsubscribe from that channel. That's one thing they don't understand. You have a small channel. If I showcase you here once or twice, look at my Edo brother now, Mr. Common Sense. Look how many people that have subscribed to his channel since I'll be showcasing this video here. That's one thing you don't know, but you are still. That's why I don't understand. You are still jealous. Now, me, they promote you. I don't need to play your video because your video, you're only talking about millions of people talk about very dark man. You don't need to be here. You don't need to be here. You know? So it's why Arise never verse. Say people they carry their video. You know, say the more people they carry Arise channel's video, now they take get lots of subscribers with a Arise one hit 1 million, 1 million subscribers. So channels is already above 3 million. You know, say that because people they share their videos everywhere. Oh, you don't get sense. Say if person watch your video, half small part of your video, they want to locate your channel. Maybe they go watch the full video. You don't know. And you don't know how social media they work. We carry your 6 minutes video instead of you to be happy. Look, somebody's commenting already saying that it's because of you that that we subscribe to that channel. I'm going there, or we are going there to go and subscribe. You know, I'm not advising anybody to unsubscribe from there because it doesn't take anything from me. You know, except if you want to do that on your own. But for me, I'm not just interested. You know, if we want Nigeria to work, we must come together. And I'm happy to say my principal talking just now. The way we are going, we are too selfish. Many of us are fighting for our selfish interests. That make Nigeria not feel stabilized. A lot of us. What will they fight for? Not be really saying that Nigeria, make Nigeria better. Everybody they fight for their own selfish interest. It is sad. It's very, very sad. You know, I'm privileged today to have a platform where I can use, put my voice and the voices of my wonderful panelists, callers, and commenters, you know, to talk about what is affecting us. Now, I'm going to say some kind of things what they do for our channel. We feed do them. You know, so we feed do them. Because all of them they do, you know, okay, me forget money and all that, get blah, 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 blah. You know, nobody don't need money. But we choose to talk about this. We choose to talk about this. Yeah? Anyway, it doesn't take anything away from us. I just wanted you guys to know, you know, that, yeah, this is what he did. And guess what? Let me quickly say this before I round up. Do you know that you have an option when you do things like this to withhold your details? That was what he did. He asked YouTube to withhold his details. He asked YouTube to withhold his details. Then, based on this number of subscribers we get, we can request, because I wanted to be sure, because I need to be sure. Man, no, say this person, I'm not going to touch the video again. So YouTube now gave option. I'm saying this on air for those of you that YouTuber that maybe you're bigger than us, you understand what I'm saying. YouTube now gave option that if you need to know the person where you do this thing at the channel, you have to send a special request to this email. And I have to do that. I need to, because I don't want to make the same mistake again. Then YouTube now get back to me around that kind of theory just now, around 4. Say, see the person. I was like, wow. He asked YouTube he choose the option to withhold himself. So something happened to me, but I not gonna know who do it. That was what he did. That means his action was deliberate. And I don't know this person from Adamo. I don't know him from anywhere. I don't know that from anywhere.
Most by what you've just said now, Mr. Elvis,
Yes,
is a testament. Is a testament to the fact that most Nigerians are naturally, most Nigerians, I won't say 100%, but most Nigerians are naturally oppressive, selfish, greedy, and self-centered. And that's why the country is going nowhere. That's just the primary reason. We can talk till kingdom come, analyze it till kingdom come. That is the meat of the problem. Give Nigeria the opportunity, you will see its oppressive nature. It will come out clearly. You will see. Just give a Nigeria just tiny, not even councillorship. Councillorship is too much. A street is even too much. Just tell a Nigerian that 5 houses number 1, number 3, number 5, number 7, and number 9, you are in charge in this particular street. These 5 homes, you are in charge. you will see the oppressive nature of an average Nigerian. Even the poorest of the poor, they still carry that oppressive tendency. That is our problem, and that's why we need to change. It's an internal thing. The entire country needs total reorientation. We must be people oriented and not be greedy. Somebody just want to acquire. I was listening to yesterday's broadcast, and it pains me because that broadcast was very lively, because we were talking about legacy. And that was what Peter Obi talked about today. He talked about legacy.
Exactly.
Nigerians don't, it's all about themselves. It's all about, they don't think about the next generation. You can talk about, it's so sad.
It's sad. He withheld his name. Me, no. After my request, see where YouTube can't tell his name. See his name, I second one for there. See for down, done. As I want to give you another opportunity, but he was the one that sent the copyright before blah, 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 blah. You can see it right there. That's his name. YouTube. I have to cover some details there for security reasons. That's him. But from the primary work, he cover his details, his channel, everything. Why must you do that? Why? So I would suspect something else. Because in that case, I would have suspected maybe Arise or any other thing. Because I played about 3 videos yesterday. We cannot move forward like this, my people. We can't move forward like this. It don't affect me, or it don't affect anything about me at all. You know, it affect the, but the painful part of it is that why are we treating ourselves like this? You know, so anyway, I'd like us to move on. But meanwhile, I'd like us to laugh a little bit with this particular video here. Okay, before I play that laugh one, all right, I'm gonna watch this video.
I just came back from the mortuary. One of my uncle died 2 days ago before New Year. So this early morning, they called me from the mortuary, said I should come. So I went to the mortuary. When I went there, I said, what happened? I met the mortuary attendant. I saw a woman panting, said he wants to seize my uncle's dead body. I said, madam, please, who are you? What happened? He said, because the woman has beer parlor close to the mortuary. They said my uncle came outside yesterday and collected Hennessy. And he told the woman, said he works in the mortuary. He calls his name, that he works in the mortuary, that he's coming back, that he will pay the money, that he wants to give his friend that he works in the mortuary. Not knowing that my uncle is dead. He gave him the name, where he was and everything. Actually, the woman I came and looked for my uncle at the mortuary. They said this person you are asking for, they just brought him 2 days ago. The woman said it's a lie. That this man came to buy anything, not quite long. They said, okay, let's go and check the man. They went inside the mortuary. When they got there, they saw my uncle lying down, dead, but the NC bottle was front of him. He has finished the NC bottle. And I told the woman, said, how much is the NC? He said the NC is 150,000 NC VSOP. I paid 150,000 this morning. My uncle is dead. He went to drink NC. Today is 2nd of January. I paid debt for somebody, for a debt.
Not kill us, so not kill us.
I want them in the mortuary that anytime he come outside, they should not say for him. That man is chasing me. What is the gown? That uncle is a joker.
What a way to start a new year.
Come on, they should not say for him again. They should not say for him. What is that mean?
This is a joke, eh? This is a joke. It's a joke.
This Nigeria on a cruise.
Nigerians are just talented. Trust me. Nigerians, I'm proud of my people, man. God. This guy, when I see this video, I was very serious. So until we can't read saying, but he used 150,000 naira to buy any seed to dead person. I want to recover this body. Voila. Anyway, thank you very much, my people. Like God, I God bless you. I appreciate every one of you. I would have tagged the guy. I don't know him. But nevertheless, I'd like us to move on. Let's start talking. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you right there. Thanks for your time with us today. Today is 2nd of January 2025. Yes, the time is already running fast. But meanwhile, let's listen to what this Fayose brother Isaac have to say.
Yorùbá adage, ẹni tí Ṣàngó bá tojú ẹ̀ wọlẹ̀ kò kí ń bá wọn kí ọba kò so. Everybody this Christmas, my friends have been calling me from the east. Everybody is enjoying Yafun. You can see this last festive period, Christmas and New Year. No bad news, no news to cheer for bloggers, no bad news. The only one we had was the stampede and, you know, but security-wise, no bombing, no kidnapping, even though they try few pockets, there is no crime-free country. But in total, Nigeria is now safe. Our country is safe. You that you are abroad, that you are listening to this, watching this video, I can tell you, security situation in Nigeria has improved drastically. Even light, drastically. I'm not supporting anybody. I'm not for anybody. I'm for everybody. I'm for nobody. So, if people are used to bad news, when they see good news, they don't even know good news can pass them by. Don't let this one pass you by. Our security situation is now good. Thanks to DSS, SSS, police, army, civil defense, everybody.
All right, on this particular video, I will comment on it before we move on. Fayose brother, wait till you talk, Mr. Isaac, now 100% truth. For example, now for the past 4 days now, although they seize our light, if they seize your light, they just take them for Lagos here or for Ireland before not change them again. Fayose brother and Abuja I did. That means their light still good for that side. But now Lagos Island midday. So if they seize for the past 5 days now, no, let's say for the past 1 week, if they seize our lights within 2 minutes, when my security man put on the solar, then I see they come on, even come off for where solar day, they don't bring light come back again. So literally for the past 1 week plus, you know, we they get more than 23 hours light every day. As I talk to you now, a light I they use. If you're not good, now not so they talk. Yes, now light I they use. Light, like this particular one way they so. This one don't date since yesterday morning till right now. They ever blink them at all.
Be careful what you wish for. As you are talking now, they might just take it. So
I beg, may they not take a beg. Would they try to talk with you good when we see? You know, so for light, yes.
Mr. Ivis, sorry. Really, you are not far away from the reality that is on ground. Because I have spoken to people too. Some people that didn't have light for 3 months, you know, on a go. 3 months, no light. They are saying now that they have light, but only that they are still taking it sometimes 5 hours, 6 hours, they bring it. You understand? So there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes. For where midday for year, they are giving us about 23 hours plus per day, if not 24. I know you want to say 24. Let's say, but since yesterday now 24 hours light I get, they never blink them at all. Then for the security, I talked on here last week. See, the way everywhere take tight, there is no single complaint. Although complaint they UK, don't get me wrong, it they America, but the way they take work for that insecurity, me I don't know how they take work and be like waiting that they do for underground when people don't see, anybody not see. You understand? Everywhere, nowhere you go see report any insecurity at the moment. I don't know about tomorrow, but at the moment, make I give the government credit. Light is permanent. Then the insecurity have dropped drastically. Yes, I know say I play video just now. People fit us. It not be video you play just now when they kidnap that man, go by, cut his head. the difference between insecurity and higher assassin. There's a big, they see higher assassin for UK, they see for everywhere. That's the way it mean you, where they find you, they go. Yes. But as it be, and so they talk for my platform. How you want to talk now your own. And I just say make I bring that one in quickly. But I'd like to take this article. It's only 2 articles that I have for you guys so that we can move on. I bet on another vessel will take time today. Okay, the only one I get. Good. I know say I will report this matter yesterday. I be there for yesterday. They say this Mahdi Shehu, they don't arrest him. Yes. Court sent activist Mahdi Shehu to prison over social media posts about Bola Tinubu's ties to France. You know, I would like to quickly, in case some of you don't know what he do, so we be say, you know, that they make life difficult for them. Make them bold, make I put them for screen. Make una see now waiting in right now be this. He said federal government should stop the denial. France Armed Forces now the official trainers of Nigeria Armed Forces. 1. From today, no sane person will believe Tinubu, Ribadu, or sales chiefs, and any member of the bloated Tinubu media crowd on the physical presence of France troops in northwest Nigeria. 2. Just listen to the clip below to enable you understand that Tinubu and co are taking Nigeria for a ride. For granted betrayal all our laws, insulting our collective intelligence, and on a journey to mortgage and destroy Nigeria. Then 3, it is left for conscious Nigerians to open their eyes wide, act wisely with precision, and be willing to sacrifice anything for the survival of Nigeria that few wicked people are bent on destroying. Okay, now, you know, see, sometimes for this platform, some of them go your talk. I'm talking to my panelists now. Now we'll talk anything where you like. Even sometimes we'll tell you, say no. Do you have proof for the use allegedly? Then some of you will now be replying back. Hey, you and I know, say I did talk true, but let me just use alleged. I don't know it to you. I don't know whether you did talk true. Don't drag me in. We know how media work. 10 years of my career, I don't talk, forget myself. Go and do your research. I only call these satanic governments. I use the word satanic, satanism. That is all I can use. And I will use that word if I go channels for interview. I will use it on Arise. I will use it anywhere on my platform. Say I will just come, assume. Somebody came here the other day. I want to mention name anymore 4 days ago. Say the so person still so amount like this. Then I now ask, do you have proof for it? He said, no. But you and I don't know. Don't say you and I know. I don't know. Now only you know. You say something that you not even, you don't listen, we don't take things based on assumption. So anybody just put something for their platform, will your career come here? No. Even though I have to bring it here, I will back it up by disclaimer or allegedly. See, and I see where this one man don't go put an and the way they do a Mayfele, and so they go do this Mahdi. He go take for there where be like don't he go take there because now I ask can I make brief proof come I not gonna get proof, and he can't quickly go delete him before they even arrest him. He don't know. Like say family member don't tell him say what you do so not good though. He can't go delete him. So it's crazy. Anyway, I would like us to move on. I appreciate every one of you. That's all I have for you guys today. Let's start talking. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. I don't know whether anybody want to call in. In case you want to call in, please call in now in 5 or 10 seconds. I know some of you are watching us behind. Sometimes the time we continue to call in, my panelists are already talking and I cannot stop them from talking. But in case you are watching us on a real time, then call in now or I'm moving straight to the panelists right now. Thank you very much, my people. Now, God bless you now. Thanks for your time with us. Please press on the like button, help us to share. Press on the like button, not be chorus, so now for reality, I beg. We're going to press that like, it your front. Other word is thumbnail. Press it. You know, in case you don't know what it means, because some of you now for a year, you are full of jealousy, You know, they count our money, they follow us. Not press on the like button, not be money. No go educate you again. It means say my voice, Mr. Jonathan voice, Mother Mama Esho voice, Mother Patricia voice, Oga Louis, Omoroja, and other of my panelists' voices will go far. That's what it means. Yes. You know, if you ask, say, okay, press on the dollar sign, people will say, okay, we ask for more. Now, YouTube put on for that. In case you're not aware, YouTube cannot make money without us. You are shocked, right? YouTube can't make money at all without us. Any money we want to give us for a year, YouTube, they collected 30%. Let's assume 20 people give me money today. Now, YouTube collected 30% from all the money. Do you know how many channels is on YouTube? Let's say out of all the channels, let's say, for example, you know, how many channels is on YouTube? Let me see if I can quickly get a rough figure. 1 minute, how many channels on YouTube? Let me see if I can get a rough figure quickly. Okay, 114 million. 114 million channels. Now the YouTube. Okay, let's assume, say, 14 million where they're up. So now channels where they use, they watch people. They are not creators. Let's assume 14 million. And they are they watch. Even say, more take 50 million from that 114. Say 50 million are all monetized and they are making money. Right? And YouTube are collecting 30% from everybody. Now you see, now say, now they feed YouTube, in case you don't know. The same thing with Facebook. The same thing with Instagram. Oh, you say now only here I demonetize. I'm monetized with more than 8 channels on YouTube. I'm monetized on Instagram. I'm monetized on Facebook. I'm monetized on TikTok. All right. So you should know. I'm supposed to be monetized on X. You get what happen. You know, they remove them and passing through some penalization, which will expire very soon. So all these people make money from your head. So you way they carry pen and paper, they calculate your head. They know they get sense. Now they put the sign for there. Stop calculating other people's money. Thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. I'd like us to start talking right now. Let me start with Mama Esho. Mama Esho is the first person joining us today. Mama Esho.
About the next person, please.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, ma'am. Let me go to Mother Patricia Tagojimi. Good evening to you, ma'am. Please talk to us. 8 minutes, please. Work with your time. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, Mother Patricia, you are not there because we can't hear you. Should we come back to you?
Oh, I'm here. Good evening.
Okay, please talk to us, ma'am. Good evening.
Yes,
you have
yes.
8 minutes. Talk to us.
I think some of my age I be there before me.
No. She don't talk just now. She says she's busy. That I should come to you.
Okay, I'm not here. Sorry. I be like I did do all that things.
8 minutes. Your 8 minutes don't start. You don't just say 4 minutes for
it. No be big deal. I thank God. I try to even turn off my phone. Make it not ring. I know can't know where it is safe. I bet we make I turn off. Okay. I will turn off because they enter the broadcast. Anyway, good evening again, Mr. Elvis. Thank you so much for all you do. Mommy Diaspora, thank you. You know, love not the 2 shouts. I beg. You know, yes, I love you. It's still nice to hear it. I love you. Your tenacity, your dedication to this channel is just, inspiring, and also is something emulative, something that we that are elderly, should emulate to really follow through with our children. Very, very contagious. Your love and the way you are managing the whole thing. I give you kudos for that. The commentators, panelists, thank you. Mr. Jonathan, good evening and Happy New Year to you. Yes, and give us a mandate. I think you were here yesterday, yes. So, and of course, the people on the comment section, good evening to everyone. Please hit on the like and share button. Very important. The dollar sign, not a bite. Mona press on. Okay, the laborer is worthy of his wages. Remember that. Thank you so much in advance. Yeah, let's go with the Mr. Obi broadcast. His broadcast was apt, I would say, but I think he should have added, instead of just talking about the governor, the president, he should have also dragged in, the governors. Because like we know, it's not only the president that is governing the country. It's a collective work. But they've made Nigeria believe that it's only the one at the top that is ruling everything. But that's not the truth. It's a fact that it can do and undo, but not when the governors put their foot on the ground and say, no, my state, I want to run it this way and it will be like this. Then the federal doesn't have that chance. So I think it would have dragged in also the governors, no matter where they are coming from, whether APC, PDP, LP, wherever whichever party they belong, they all should take a clue from what he said today, what Mr. Obi said, that they should go by themselves and, examine the state of their states. For Tinubu, is the state of the nation, but it shouldn't be left to him alone. Because as far as we come to know, the governors get their, they get their, the money that's supposed to remittance from the center to better their states. The only thing that the federal is not doing is that they are not following up to see what those monies are being utilized for. They believe on every report that these people bring back to them. They don't follow the money to see where and how the money was spent and where it was spent and who has benefited from it. So that's where I think he missed, because you cannot drag only Tinubu. No, you cannot drag only Tinubu. You have to drag all of them together, all of them. They should go to the hospitals. All of them. They should go to universities. Why are they running to another man's land for treatment? Is it not even a shame that you call yourself leaders, yet you cannot repair your own house? You go to another man's house that other people are built and made beautiful to find a shelter there. Shame. Shame on all of you. Wait, is it not that one that came that day, when, what was it? Was it before Christmas? November or December? Is it Uba? He came to UK to die. He had doctors in his state that could have cured him. But he neglected them because they've not given them the wherewithal to thrive. He believed in Oyibo magic. They done magic with his life. Yes. And I pray that this should be happening continually to everybody, every one of them that have put Nigerians into this suffering, perpetual suffering, so that they can go and fix that country. Maybe they buy them one by one. If not, the only way they will get the message, you people, you are not wanted here. Go and fix your country. Maybe that will help. Because we have, we have been shouting. We have been talking. People have talked and died. No solution. So maybe this is the new trend. You go for appendix, they buy you. Then you know that home is always better than away. Nowhere is better than home, no matter how. Have you ever heard that the Queen of or the King of England now has gone to another state or another country in Europe to go and take treatment? Have you heard that American president has gone to any other place to go and take treatment? Or even the Indian, the Chinese. Name it. Have you heard they have gone to other place to take treatment? Yeah, the best doctors in the world as we speak, they are Nigerians. The best scientists as we speak, they are Nigerians. In every aspect of human development, a Nigerian champions that cause of this, what do you call, trailblazer there. But you people, you decide that you will not let us be. So that's where I would drag in. And they're talking about tax as well. Tax. They're not supposed to pay tax. Yes, they're not supposed to pay tax at all.
1 minute.
Mr. Ivis, I'll drag you in. you and I think, I don't know whether you and Chris, brother Chris. Last time you were talking about council tax in the UK. I couldn't join that day because, like I said, I wasn't home, and I was not opportune to be able to join the platform because, I wasn't home. So you were talking about council tax. I want to let you know that council tax is a fraud. In Europe, in European countries, thank God I've been opportune to stay different places in Europe as a result of
I beg, just speech it talk this thing, no, Madam Patricia. I beg, just speech it talk, I beg. We'll not we can talk something later. We'll they suffer.
Okay, I said for this Obodo Ibo, for those people where you colonize also, that very place now where you dey. Now already they collect this thing. What would they talk about so? Where we say, Pikin go come there for house, go grow. Now when you dey 18 years, suddenly una be 3 for house before. Now you buy house, you, your wife, and your pikin. While your pikin cross 18 years, go start to pay that thing. For the same house where you say don't pay. I dey tell you, so they're not do one for Europe. They're not do one for Europe here with day. We're not they do one. So that's it. And I don't pray me they bring a call Nigeria because they are copying this evil thing. Like saying that one I be the best system. They are best system. Let them look into other places and take the best. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for your submission. God bless you, man. Okay. I would like us to move on to Mr. Jonathan. Thank you very much, sir, for your time with us. Good evening to you. You have 8 minutes. I beg talk to us, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Elvis, thank you. Thank you very much. I greet you. God bless you. Happy New Year once again.
Happy New Year to you, sir.
To you and to all fellow panelists. I greet everyone. Happy New Year to everyone. To be a Happy New Year, and it shall be a prosperous one for everyone. I greet Mom Diaspora. Happy New Year to you. God bless you abundantly, man. And then all the panelists, all the commenters, Happy New Year to everyone, all the callers. I greet everyone. Welcome. You see, I just quickly want to say this on this this touching one about the man that was abducted and by in Bayelsa State, that Agbere community. I just want to quickly say this, that is the testament of our nation, the desperation, and I know that is a kind of a community or tribal thing. With respect to that, I just want to, express my condolences to the family. But I saw the faces of people there. it wasn't looking good at all. Devastation. The first few hours of the year of the new year. I just want to send my condolences to the community and all the family members. So unfortunate. We don't know the true story yet, but at least for the family members, it's not a good news that the first few hours of the new year, you are going through this terrible situation. But that's Nigeria for you. And then, on Mr. Peter Obi, speaking today, it shows that he listened, because I would say pretty much everything Mr. Peter Obi said in his speech today, at one point or the other, many people, especially on this panel, let me just emphasize, focus on this platform. Many people have said it, myself inclusive. I believe everything that is said, which means that he's listening. He's listening. And he came out to, directly speak to the country and speak to Mr. Tinubu himself. I don't call him, I hardly call him president. It's a matter of choice. It's an individual thing. He's there. I'm not disputing it. He's a president, but for me, I would prefer to call him by his name, the name that he said he is, Tinubu, and by our standard, Mr. Tinubu. That's the highest respect I can accord to him as a man, for me. Yes, it's Mr. Tinubu. Is he not? Yes, he is Mr. Tinubu, first of all. And I prefer to address him as such. So, it's so sad. Everything that Mr. Peter Obi said, yes, that's because I know, I'm very confident that the government of the day, they will send their bulldogs, the smaller one, from their media department. They will send all of them out within the next few hours by tomorrow to come and counter Mr. Peter Obi. And I'm really waiting, because I was so excited when Mr. Peter Obi ended by profiling solutions. They will have to come and tell us whether their own is better, whether they want to rubbish those solutions. I'm waiting. I want to see the likes of Bwala and Ononuga. I know they will have to come out. It's their job. I'm waiting. Whether they will rubbish it. How can you be the leader of a country, the president of a nation, and you say you really want to develop the country, and you are not seeing things firsthand yourself, except what your surrogate, your sycophants, what they will come and tell you? Especially in a nation like Nigeria. You don't believe what people come and tell you. If you really meant well for Nigeria, that's the simplest that you can offer Nigerians. It is the simplest of all. If you have good intentions for Nigeria, you don't have to wait for anybody to come and tell you anything. You must be there yourself, firsthand. I've said it on this platform in the last 1 year that it sounds repetitive, but it doesn't matter, because that is the solution. A president will just sit there in Aso Rock for an entire year. No visit, no official visit to one state. If you can't go the entire state, 36 states, because when I listened to it, I was just thinking through it, and I said, this man does not have the physical capacity to do this thing. He has to prove me wrong and many Nigerians wrong. I don't think he has the physical capacity. The work of a president is not an easy one. If you truly meant good for that country, it's not an easy one. I don't think he has the physical capacity. But even at that, what stops you? Pick 2 primary schools, 2 secondary schools in each of the 6 geopolitical zones. Visit them. Stay in front. That is leadership. See, everything you are saying now, that you are going to turn water to wine, because that's literally what Mr. Tinubu was saying, in January 1st, when he said inflation is going to drop from where it is now, almost 34% to 15%. It's like just coming out and saying, I will turn water to wine. I don't know how that will happen. But even for us to believe you, there are certain things that we will see, that we should be seeing, that we can say, yes, it is possible. When we see the leader, the president of the country coming out, visit primary school. I'm not talking, I mean, literally. Pick 2 primary schools and visit this. Go and see what those children, don't visit even the one that are even well painted, though. Try to go to the worst of them. Go there. Sit side by side. Enter those classrooms. That is how you can feel it. That's how you can go back to Aso Rock. In fact, within 48 hours, the kind of decision that will be coming out from you will be mind-boggling, because you are a human being and you have blood flowing in your veins, through your veins. Visit those primary schools. 2 in the southwest, 2 in the south-south, 2 in the northeast, northwest, and the southeast. Visit them. Pick 2 secondary schools at different times. That's your job. Visit our universities. Pick them. Pick 5, 6 universities. Go to their classes, where their auditorium. Visit. Just go there. Visit our hospitals. See where women. Visit the pediatric section of our hospitals, where children are being taken care of. Visit those pediatric sections. Whether you will go back to Aso Rock and you will not have empathy. Your policy will be different. There is no way. Not what some people, you will send some people there, they will also hire consultants. No. This is how we can grow. This is what we need in Nigeria. And then the idea, let me just end with this, Mr. Elvis. I'm so sad when you hear the likes of Arise News saying that Mr. Tinubu is the man of the year. So sickening. We don't have opposition. Not so. We don't have media. It is like Newsweek. You know the magazine called Newsweek. It is like the magazine called The Economics. You know the magazine called The Economics, the Financial Times. It is like this juggernaut of the media coming out and naming Ayatollah as the man of the year. They even dare not to make Netanyahu of Israel man of the year. Are you telling me Netanyahu of Israel is not resilient, is not focused, is not determined to achieve what is to achieve in Gaza? They won't even. These are all, Mr. Elvis, I'll leave it there. This is psychophancy. This is talk of psychophancy. This is it. If you want a redefinition of psychophancy, this is it. Don't let one professor killer come and be romancing and a very deceptive set of people.
Thank you.
Mr. Elvis, I'll leave it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan, for your submission. To be honest, I would like to quickly add to the last statement from you. I was shocked as well, seeing Arise TV give it Tinubu the man of the year. I was like, how? How is Tinubu the man of the year?
I don't know the criteria they use. Maybe they should come and tell us the criteria methodology that they applied. I don't understand.
That is the height of hypocrisy.
They say the criteria is not about best performance. They say the criteria is about best resilient and strong head.
That is
Resilience of
misinterpretation.
what?
Anyways.
Resilience of what?
Resilient now, you know, they what they can fling off every within the dollar.
Unshakable, Abi.
Okay, for ringing the election, right? Resilience for ringing himself to become a president.
You know that there now. It ain't there anybody fit do anything. All the money nonsense they make for nonsense, they fit do anything. That made they give
But
up. So they're not saying
Madam Patricia, even Tinubu know that these people are hypocrites. He knows. How can you give him the man of the year of what?
Yeah, they said they are not saying. They said it now. They break it down. They said they are not. They don't mean that is the best of
But
the man of the
engage on
year.
it at all. Tinubu know that they are
is
hypocrites.
is courageous. They say it's courageous. And
Courageous
really,
of what?
it's courageous now. All the things that other people never fit do. Now they do one.
No, Madam Patricia, the truth has to be said. Their word was deceptive. If they want to, if you say somebody is man of the year, it encompasses everything. If you want to give him the award for the most courageous Nigerian president of the year or the most courageous leader within the West African sub-region, you have to be specific. You know,
Now
to
they
give
tell you, so
somebody.
it's not me. I'm not be their spokesman. I don't tell you what they say, make them give them. So go to their
So
this, go
the
watch
truth
and
is
make it.
they are deceptive.
Madam Patricia,
the station is deceptive.
2024, with the excruciating pains that Nigerians have been experiencing, in fact, since 2023, 2024, till date, then Arise have the guts to give Tinubu man of the year. How?
They define their man of the year now. They said they are not saying the best
not be mentioned on the list at all. Please.
Okay.
Let's move on. I have somebody on the phone. Please, hold on. Thank you very much, Madam Rita, for calling in. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Elvis. Good afternoon. Good afternoon here. I called because I want to still refer back to the young man who wanted to take down this channel. That's why I'm calling.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I cannot let it go. There are certain things that need to be spoken. There are certain things that need to be called out. Yes, called out. Now, whoever he is, I know he's watching. And that also includes any other potential myopic person who thinks that they can pull Nigeria Watch down. You are wrong. If you want to learn, you can get teachings for us here pro bono. What you did, Mr. Man, I really don't want to mention his name. I can't even mention his name because it's not important to me right now. But what you did was very, very wrong. The sky is big for everyone. It's big. And for Mr. Elvis, a very generous and benevolent man, to even put your video out there, you should be happy because this is a big channel. And it's kind of indirectly promoting you. Many people didn't even watch Arise TV. A lot of people were not interested in Arise TV. I, for one, wasn't interested in Arise TV. It's Mr. Elvis' channel that made me subscribe to Arise TV, and I watch them religiously sometimes. So when you see people who are just myopic in their thinking, I don't know who advises people. People are listening. This generation is lacking mentorship. A lot of men and women are lacking it. And what really disappointed me, like you have to take down yesterday's video. That's the New Year's Day 2025. And I want to repeat what I said because I know I called. I couldn't join, but I had to call. And what I called was to encourage everyone that no matter what you're going through now.
But your voice is still on the main channel, Nigeria Watch, so it's right there. Don't worry.
Okay, no, that's fine. I have to repeat it again. No matter what you're going through, whatever disappointment you are having, it's going to be okay. You just have to focus and everything is going to be all right. And please, if you know that you do not want your videos played here, put it on your on the comment section. There's a lot of armies of Nigeria Watch in the comment section. They will bring it to Mr. Elvis' attention. So what you did, Mr. Amar, was very, very wrong. And I'm demanding, I'm not asking, I am demanding that you should send an apology to Mr. Elvis to say you were probably, let me say it nicely, maybe you were kind of ignorant. about the processes of YouTube usage. Yes, you were ignorant. So Mr. Elvis demands an apology because this man here, he does a lot for people. This man here, Mr. Elvis, he does a lot for people. Just like many people who come on this channel, many people in the panel, encouraging people and teaching people. So like Mr. Jonathan, do you think you will see him in any other channel? So you wanted to now truncate what Mr. Jonathan teaches us about finance on this channel. So that is why I'm saying, I'm sorry, I'm not begging, I'm demanding that you send an email or you make a comment. I am the one, I apologize, I was ignorant about what I did. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you very much, Mother Rita. God bless you. Thank you.
Mommy, I still love you, Mommy. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you very much. God bless every one of you right there. I'd like us to move on right now. God bless you all. Okay, let me call on the next person because Mr. ACBD, you're on the backstage. For me to bring you in before the next panelist start talking, please turn on your camera to be sure saying that you did it. Mr. ACBD, you know, I cannot continue to be calling you. You know, you like me doing this all the time. You're supposed to do it since, but you're on the backstage, and this is the last time I'll call you, sir. Happy New Year to you if you're listening to me. But let me call on the next person to speak to us, Mr. Louis Amorodion. Good evening to you, sir. Thanks for joining us today. Happy New Year to you once again. Talk to us, sir. 8 minutes.
Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year to you, Mr. Elvis, and your family. Happy New Year to every panelist and everyone watching from anywhere you are all over the world. I'm going to start from the place of the gentleman that reported you to YouTube. You know, there's this thing in Nigeria. You know, if you look at what Rufa was saying, he always say on Arise Television, he keeps saying Nigerians are not ready. One thing I've noticed about Nigerians, when Nigerians can't comprehend something, they don't always try to want to calm down to understand it. You know, whatever it is that is being submitted. Nigerians, they don't want to think outside the box. When someone challenge them and they easily feel threatened, many of them not all. Now, the next thing that comes in is they put on the armor of attack. They put on the destructive armor of let's break it down. This pull him down syndrome has become a culture that we must fight. See, this is 2025. If we're going to actually demand for accountability this year, we have to start from ourselves. How do we treat ourselves? This mentality of I've said it to so many people. I said, in this world, the success, the work that God has placed on planet Earth is like an ocean. Even if everyone here today were to have a YouTube channel, everybody will see grow their audience. Everybody will see grow their own subscribers. You don't need to put anybody down to do that. You don't need to do that. You don't need to report any channel to achieve that. No matter how big a fish is at sea, there will still be a room for other fish to swim. There will still be room. If there are 1 billion whales at sea, there will still be enough room. So people should understand this any little feeling when someone is rising, there's this bitterness, we want to bring it down. And this is the reason why years ago in the UK, I went to a gathering in the UK. Someone said there's a reason why the political class in Nigeria will never allow anybody from Obo background rather, to become a governor or whatever. Say because they've tested many and they failed. Say the problem is most of the poor people, when they get power, the first thing they want to do is to first of all fight their opponents. Say they have so much bitterness in them. When they get to power, they don't think about service. They don't think about serving the people. The first thing they want to do is accumulate wealth and also fight all their enemies. You see, that's the reason why you see they're going to keep recycling power around the elite, the children and the descendants of the elite. Because those ones they've tested wealth. They went to best schools in the UK, they went to best schools in the US or whatever. So to them, it's not okay intoxicating for them to say, I have $1 million in my account, or no, just because they've been in that corridor. And you see, that is a problem. That's why you see these people today, they will make sure they keep recycling around within themselves. And that is bad. Why? Because they are watching the general population, they see the way the youth are attacking each other. And they're asking themselves, are these youth ready? Are these ones the people who want to hand over Nigeria to? They are shouting, we want Nigeria, we want a good leadership, we want this. Are they truly ready? You know, so people should be very careful. The gentleman, if you are hearing me, there's no point putting on the armor, a destructive armor of pulling him down. There's no need, there's nothing you will achieve. There's nothing. If you know how much you will benefit, Matthew Takin said, he said, I've decided to hold on to love because hate is too much of a burden to carry. So let's learn to grow this mentality of yes, everybody. There's so much you can achieve by working together. There's so much you can achieve by coming together with one voice, and that is what the politicians are scared, that we all have one voice. And SARS was a wake up call for them. They saw like, wow, Nigerians are beginning to wake up. Let's divide them more, and that is what they are doing right now. So we have to think outside the box. And secondly, what this gentleman just said about Arise Television, it's a Nigerian thing. It's a Nigerian thing. We are all from Nigeria. We've seen so much when a man that's told, billions, is given a title, he go to church, they put him in the front row. We see that all the time. And a man that's told a chicken is sentenced to death. That's the country we are from. So when Tinubu is made man of the year, it's a Nigerian thing. If people like Rufa Hosseini were within were actually in the decision making of Arise Television, that will not happen. If you follow Arise Television carefully, you see when Rufa Hosseini speaks, and when the other gentleman, I don't want to mention his name, who is also there, speaks. In most cases, that gentleman always counter Rufa, because who though is there, he is part of them. So you understand, you understand that Rufa is a young man that with so much vibrancy in him, and he's a young man that actually want to see change happen. But Nigeria as a state today is not ready for people like that. They are not ready, because the general population who will come out to say, "Oh, we want good leadership." When someone actually come out to say, "I want to pilot this movement," you begin to see the Nigerian people will step back. That's the problem. We are so good in shouting, we are not actually ready to enforce what we are saying. So regarding the president, if Nigeria, like the gentleman also said, Nigeria, if Tinubu really wants to see Nigeria work, Tinubu should begin to visit states in Nigeria to see how the people are living, to see different, see, Nigeria is so big. The developed part of Nigeria is just like 20% of the Nigerian land mass. If you see the rural part of Nigeria, that's where the most population of Nigerian people lives. Go and see some communities, not single hospitals. Some communities, nothing. I saw a video where the woman was giving birth. They had to hold a candle. You see the way she was sweating in the dilapidated, in the so dirty, clinic. They had to hold a candle where she was pushing, and that is the state of Nigeria today. So where are the local government chairman today? They've been given autonomy. And the governors. So we have to actually see dividends get to grassroots, to see good governance get to the grassroots of the people. Everybody who are elected must be accountable. The president, the governor, local government chairman in each areas. There are local government chairman in each areas. What are they doing? We have to start holding them account for their actions. We have to begin to call them to order. Because if not, if everybody keep focusing on Abuja, the president, every month, these people go to take allocations. Every month, they rush to Abuja, they take security votes, they take all this. What are they doing with it? These are things we have to begin to put in place. At the moment, we know that Peter Obi did not win the election, which we all supported. But we have a president. I'll call him a president because he has been declared by INEC and he has been inaugurated. Even though whichever way he got he got into the office, I don't want to talk about that now. We all know. But now he's the president, so I will address him as Mr. President. So we have to begin to call these people to order. Let them understand that you were elected to serve. You were not elected to rule. You are not a traditional ruler. We don't have to bow to you. We have to hold you account because you are a civil servant. You were elected to serve the people. So that's your responsibility. You are not a god. I don't need to be a senator and go and kneel before a president. That is part of this coward mentality and stupidity that is still parading in our political space. So we have to understand these people and know how to address them. Finally, see, the Nigerians, I'll say something. Years ago, when COVID-19 struck, so there was a complete lockdown. So when I came to Canada from London, I visited Canada from London. I was just here 2 weeks when there was a lockdown. So I was unable to go back. So I said, okay, there was no shop. People were all rushing to do one shopping or another. So I looked at it. Many people were inside their houses. They were unable to go out to buy stuff. And I looked at it. The e-commerce in Canada is so, we have an Instacart and a few others. They're not really doing much. What did I do? I brought up a mechanism where I will take order from people, go to shops and buy it and deliver to them. That gave me an idea. So if I set up an e-commerce company, I think I'll do much with that. So I started going there. I found out that most African shops don't have websites where people buy. You have to drive there to buy something and then take it to your house yourself. Well, if you were going to, like we have in Canada, like in UK, we have Tesco's, we have Sainsbury's, we have Asda, we have Waitrose. Yeah, we have Superstore. Superstore and some other big shops here. And those shops, they have Instacart. So I started going down to the African shops. So I set up a website. I was going down to the African shop. I said, okay, you people come, put your order on my site, so customers can place an order. And we have people who we also I will then bring up a mechanism like the Uber drivers who we also have these items delivered to them. My brother, when I brought that up, the people that fought me were Nigerians. You don't have a website to sell. Someone is trying to also help you so you meet larger audience. The people who supported me were the Indians. The Indians. That's one thing about Nigeria, like I earlier stated. When Nigerian man, when you start something that kind of that is far beyond their reasoning, and they see how much they're not even thinking of how much you also profit them. Just because you initiated it, they want to bring it down. And that's why we don't grow. So finalize it, we have to begin to think like the Indians and the Chinese if we actually want to build a community. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Louis Omoro John. God bless you, sir, for that, how you started your submission. I appreciate you. Now God will bless you. Same way you fight for me, same way God will put men in place to fight for you. The mighty name of Lord Jesus Christ. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. I would like us all to move on, my people. Thank you, everyone right there. The next person that needs to speak to us right now is Oga Chris. Oga Chris, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, my brother. Beg, if you're not ready, make you talk to us. Once you are done, you go manage Oga CM, and when the CBD is ready, I'll bring him in. He's still on the backstage. Then you go manage Oga CM and then Mama Esho when Mama Esho is also ready. If not, every other person's on the platform will do for 4 minutes, then we round up. Thank you, Oga Chris. Good evening to you, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Anjawa, thank you so much. Good evening to you and everybody on the panel. It's good to be with all of you again. This beautiful evening. Mr. Anjawa, once again, Happy New Year to you and your wonderful family and our dear and only mommy diaspora. And thank you so much. Well, because of the videos that you presented, I was able to look through some of them. And the one that really struck me was when we were talking about the young man that tried to bring down your station, and a lot of people have commented and they've spoken thoroughly to that event. So, be that as it may, it can never be enough. I still need to add my voice to it. Mr. Youngman, or whatever you want to call yourself, I hope you listen to what everybody has said, because obviously you listen to this station every time. It's not just good. We don't rise by actually bringing other people down. If you must know, YouTube station upload, I think, 500 gigabyte of video every second. Every second, if you must know. So that means there's enough space for everybody. 500 billion. 500 billion or 5 billion. I know there's a 5 there, there's a billion there. Every minute or thereabouts. So that tells you the sheer volume of video that has been produced all over the world. And one would single out the video of your countryman to bring down his station. And if you see the person that played your video is even trying to promote you, if you don't know. I think Madam Rita already alluded to that fact. It's trying to promote you. Because by so doing, people will see your station, people will want to go back and see who you are. They want to know more about you. Like I said, unfortunately, I have to mention a name. Before now, there's a Dr. Akpoki or whatever. I have never ever known anything about him. I've never ever seen his video. But it was when Nigeria was played his video. From that day, I watched his video on YouTube. Since that day, YouTube has been suggesting the man's video to me. Just because Nigeria was played his video here, that's how I became familiar with the video of that man through YouTube algorithm. So whatever it is, our people make one parable. Say, I'm just going to summarize everything. That if you blind your eyes because you don't want to see your enemies, you never have the sight. You lose your eyes. You can't see your friends. You can't see your well-wishers. So because you don't want to see your enemies, you put off your eyes. In the same connection, you will not have the eyes to see your friends and well-wishers. I think that summarizes it all for you, Oga, whoever you are, wherever you are. So, and before I continue on the broadcast, let me seize this opportunity to wish everybody on the comment section Happy New Year once again. It's good to have all of you here and everybody listening to us from all over the world. And the panelists, I greet all of you. Now, well done. Just continuing the second broadcast of the year. And I think the year is going very smooth as expected. But of course, the usual Nigeria news not a finish. Strange news coming out from Nigeria. See the story of Yaya Bello. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny that Yaya Bello, his people are celebrating him, giving him award? You know, I've made that point here several times. Several times. Are people shouting corruption, corruption, corruption? If it comes to their own, they will keep quiet. They celebrate their own. Everybody wants to use another man's corruption to show that Nigeria is corrupt or people are fighting corruption. They are fighting corruption. That is how it is. And we don't really have to blame only Yaya Bello, the former Accountant General of the Federation. The man ended up being an emir and he has been making noise everywhere, boldly, and nothing you can do to him. And let's not forget, His Royal Highness Emir Sanusi, Lamido Sanusi, the problem he had in 2014 in the CBN, the way he spent a lot of funds after the investigation came out. On the eve of his arrest and interrogation, well, there was a lot of political undertone to that. He was made an emir in Kano. It's always the same street. And if you see what the clothes Yaya Bello was adorning yesterday, it was speaking to somebody that is being honored. Because it's a case of my thief is better than your thief. It's a case of Robin Hood. That is how they see it. So essentially in Nigeria, all you need to do, I think Nigeria will also play that video, is for you to steal as much as you can so that you can buy everybody, every single person. That if you steal a little, you are not able to buy the press, you are not able to buy the security apparatus, you are not able to buy the people. But if you steal so much, you have enough to throw around and people will celebrate you. And sadly, that is how we are wired as a people. Not just about the Yaya Bello, it's a reflection of our ethics, our ethos, our societal values.
Sorry, Mr. Chris. Guys, CBD, we can't see you. Your camera is still black. You turn it on, but it's black. I can't see you. Please, let camera, everything, let light, everything be there. We can't see anything about you. And because of that, I can't bring you in. I can't see you. Go ahead, Oga Chris.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So I have been opportune to live in sane societies, you know, where people don't just come up overnight with wealth and then you celebrate. You go to government and you come out as a billionaire. Nobody will celebrate you. Nobody. Nobody. I think it is what our society, the way our society has been fashioned. It's so sad. Societal expectation, even if you go to government and you come back with nothing, you rely only on your salary. It's still the people in the society that will make mockery of you. I tell you, Sam, that guy was a local government chairman for 8 years, nothing to show for it. That is what they will tag you. That's how they will tag you. I know a local government chairman in something equivalent of that in Ireland. After his tenure, he's now doing Uber. That is what his primary business is now. And because of time, I'll just jump to Tinubu, President Tinubu, I mean Mr. Tinubu. I just see him as the person that's currently in charge of Nigeria, nothing more than that. So most of the time, depends on my mood. I can call him Tinubu, I can call him Mr. Tinubu, I can call him President of Nigeria. I don't really give a damn because the way he came in was it's heartbreaking anytime I remember. But be that as it may, the things that he's doing must have to be recognized. For me, the tax reform and the piecemeal approach to giving Nigeria back to Nigerians, I quite encourage that. And the boldness, I must have to say that the boldness, the way he's attacking insecurity frontally, I also like that. And for him to be able to speak to the powers that be in the north, I also like that. I have to bring in the north because anytime you see these people, anytime they are unsettled, you know that because they are very calculative when it comes to politics, you know that somebody is doing something to change the status quo. That is the only time they talk. Look at all through Buhari's tenure, they will not say anything. Look at Jonathan's tenure, they were all over the place. Look at Obasanjo's tenure, they were all over the place, trying to cause confusion, destruction. Now, during Obasanjo's tenure, they introduced Sharia as a major game changer to destabilize this government. And now it is another Yoruba man's tenure, Tinubu. They want to start that Sharia thing again in the southwest. They've started it again to use it as a bargaining chip, as they always do. So the point I'm just making, for the fact that Tinubu is able to look at them eyeball to eyeball, you know, his boldness. I think I just like that part of him. I appreciate that part of him. But whether he's doing it for the good of the nation or it's for his personal greed, it's only time that's going to tell all those. But for now, this is what I can see, and this is what I can comment on. And giving him the title of Man of the Year, I think it's not explainable in any way. It's completely shameful. And I'm glad that Rufai, there's a video of Rufai where he was making mockery of Arise TV and even Ruben Abati. I was very happy when I watched that video. So even if we are talking about Arise TV, let's remember that there's somebody like a Rufai there that we should not use all the pens to brush all of them together. Rufai have demonstrated courage. He has stood the test of time. So in summary for me, my position about Tinubu is very clear. For now, what I like about him is that he's able to ruffle that power in the north that wants to maintain the status quo. Look at the number of arrests they are making left, right, and center. Just look at arrests. Look at how they are decimating the so-called insecurity that Tinubu is demystifying everything. But the truth is that whether he's doing it for the good of the nation or for his personal reasons, time will tell. But for now, I like his approach to tax for coming out to say that whoever it is, he will break head. You know? So that's how a leader should be. But does that make him the Man of the Year? No, that can make him the most courageous president of the year. The North is unruffled. So changes are going on. That is one thing I know. I may not know the full extent. They know. That is why they are unsettled. Well, let me just put a stop gap to that. Maybe in the next 4 minutes, I should be able to continue. And Dr. CM, it's good to have you on the broadcast today. Good evening, everybody, once again. It's your number one station of choice. It's Nigeria's broadcast station. And you know how we do it here. Yeah, we don't manufacture the news like Dr. CM usually says. And what we do is just to analyze and give life to whatever is being said on mainstream media. Dr. CM, you want to talk to us? You have 8 minutes to deliver the goods. 8 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much, Chris. And then good evening, everybody. Please, all protocols duly observed. I know we are pressed for time. I would have loved to go into much details about what P2B's address because I listened to it and I heard what he said. The high point being that, in a nutshell, he provided solutions. You see, what P2B is trying to do is that he's want to invite debate about Nigeria, which is what democracy or pluralism is all about. Some people that will now come up and say, "Oh, it was attack." It's not a bad attack. He didn't insult Tinubu or maybe anything. He's trying to say, "Look, I've been to refugee camp. This is what I saw. You too can go there." Those people are Nigerians. In fact, before I even go further, let me take credit because there's a saying from the part of the world I came from that a lizard fell down from a Iroko tree and then start to climb up again. He said if nobody praises him, he will praise himself. I remember sometime in the past, it's not last year, I said it here that some people phoned me. Somebody phoned me. He knows that I appear on Niger Watch and he watches Niger Watch from Nigeria. It's not a young man, no. He said, why is it that we attack Tinubu every time? The way we talk about this. I ignored the chap. He phoned again, phoned. He said, let me answer. I said, okay, I gave him an appointment. Say, call me in 30 minutes time or thereabout, which he later did. The long and short of it is that he asked me, is there nothing that Tinubu will do? At least I will say, this is good. I give a pass mark.
I can see you now,
That
sir.
is,
You see me there, I can see you
pardon?
now.
Okay. So that's so I now told the chap, I said, well, for those that may have forgotten, this was when Tinubu was making that Saudi Arabia or UAE trip that he went with went with so many people and all those time. I told the chap, I said, look, we tend to forget that Tinubu as president, he has two roles to play: a president and they say commander in chief. That aspect of commander in chief means security. Apart from passing budget, giving handout, I tar this road, I change it 2 lanes to 10 lanes, I build industry, every local government. That one is different. It's good. But that's what they call commander in chief. I said, in the spirit of that commander in chief, he has the power to even take police from Aso Rock, go to my local government and mount there. So far, the order came from him. He can. That is the commander in chief. There must be a reason. He can tell this IG, I want you to deploy police to so place. IG may say, he said you have to do it, and IG will do it. He called the chief of army staff. I want you to send troops here to. That is the commander. He's the commander in chief. Even if the army want to go and buy somebody or do anything, they'll be waiting for order from him. You will say, who authorized you? You are the commander in chief. I'm the commander in chief. So until I sign. So I now told him, I said, why can't let them tell Tinubu the moment he comes back from the Middle East, UAE, where he went to, they should drive with all the security chiefs, chief of army staff, naval, air force, SSS director, police, name it, all our security chiefs. All of them should move in convoy to Benue State. I said, when you get there, there's a refugee camp. That refugee camp, as of 2010, since the creation of the world, it wasn't there. Those people, they've been living in their homes with their chicken and their domestic animals, goat, everything. All of a sudden, some group of people from the Sahel, they called them, come and drove them away and took over their compound. Now they are in the refugee camp where P2B used to go and give them bags of beans and rice. I remember during the election period, it was shown here, Governor Tom will take Wike, what is the name, Shehu Makinde, as PDP people. Okay, so they will go there and visit and they pledge money. Do you know what it means? Even somebody who is healthy will develop hypertension. I said, what I want Tinubu to do is when he goes there, as the commander in chief, we will say, by the power of the constitution, I declare this refugee camp closed within a week. Chief of army, all those security chiefs, make sure these people go back to their respective homes. By implication, it means whoever is taking their place should be driven out. I said, if he does that, because these are human beings, we cannot just leave them there. I said, if he does it in the manner that Abraham Lincoln did his own on 18th November 1863 at the city called Gettysburg in Pennsylvania, United States, said, do it, let it be our emancipation proclamation. I said this type of thing, and that's what P2B is saying in effect today. So they listen to us. I said, in the refugee camp, you have the right. There's no negotiation. You don't need to pass a bill that you say these people, they should get back. It's as simple. But if you ask those people in the refugee camp, do you know your house? They will say, yes, I know my house. After all, those people were they born there? They came out from somewhere. So this is the type of constructive criticisms. What P2B did today, it gladdened my heart. Then the issue of all those things, he said, is it bad to tell Tinubu, if you want to check your BP, just say you can go to Federal Medical Center in Kebbi. In Breeding Kebbi. Go there and see things for yourself. If the way the dirtiness of the environment is good for you, then it's good for Nigerians. If you say it's not good, so that when you come back and people are telling you, say, but I've been there, I've seen it. Go there. Then P2B also suggested, like we all know, to know the nature of our road, take a trip from Benin City to Warri. Travel by road. Travel by road from maybe somewhere to somewhere. He gave examples, say that's what I did with Obasanjo. He came to visit me at Oka. We drove from Oka to Onisha. He saw the road. He quickly, after that, he awarded, he said, make sure that they're tapped because he saw it. This is the type of leadership we want. So in this case, don't listen to all these your psychophants. Daniel Bola will come and paint it. Or not pastor who is looking for job now, you give him something, then Reno Mockery somewhere, brooding. All this type of, he said we don't need it. So this is a clear case of constructive criticism. So whoever want to defend Tinubu or do whatever, what I want to hear is Peter Obi gave.
Dr. Siem, 1 minute,
Yes,
1 minute.
Now so the 8 minutes there, right? Okay, that's okay.
That's all. Now New Year, everything they run now.
Okay, it's okay. I'm part of the platform, so I won't. So that what I'm trying to say is that so that if you want to engage this presidential address, because I know in the next days and weeks it will occupy public space, I want people to say Peter Obi gave 6 advice or 2 or 3. Number 1, this. The one where you disagree, you tell us why you disagree with it. That is type of debate I want. Let's forget whether somebody is black or green or this. It won't help us. What I want is constructive engagement. And this is how a country grows. Peter Obi said, I've done this during my time. So you are the governor. You are the president. It's not every holiday you go to Lagos. Sometimes you decide to go to Jalingo. You can go there. The whole country is your constituency. Is for you. But in Nigeria, people will now come out and start to pick hole and say, why did he do it? We are giving the leverage. This is the best example. And I want people to sustain this type of something. Let me stop here so that I don't take more time. When I come back, I talk on any other thing. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Siem. Thank you so much. Mama Echo on camera. Let me say she's ready to talk. Happy New Year, Mama Echo. Yeah, fire. 8 minutes.
Happy New Year to you too.
Yeah.
Well, greetings to beloved Elvis. Greetings to our sweet mommy diaspora. Greetings to all my sweethearts in the panelists, the audience, the commenter, the listener, and the viewer. Once again, Happy New Year to every one of us. We thank God we are able to see another awesome and beautiful year. We have a country to feast. And Peter Obi, I commend him for visiting the people in the IDT camp and sitting there to hold a conference to really make the government of the day understand that sitting in their office will not really make them to judge the situation of the country, because the people reporting to them are definitely not reporting the truth. So, in support of what Peter Obi said, they need to leave the comfort of their office, travel by road, visit all these places. And just like Dr. CM said, I see no reason why some people have to be a refugee in their own country. And they have been there for years. They went in with some children and they're also giving birth to children right there. And the children, they are not going to school. And if those issues are not addressed now when it has not been fully blown, those children will grow up to become bandits tomorrow. And it is not helping the situation. But the question is it only the federal government that needs to really look into this situation? No. The state government, the House of Assembly members, even the House of Rep and the House of Senate, they need to visit all these places so that they will be able to understand what is really going on. And when they come into their chamber, they will begin to make policy that will address this issue. Just like Dr. Shehu rightly said, the command officer of Nigeria, according to Constitution, which is Chief Tinubu, if he visits those things, he has the authority to command all the people responsible, leading the security aspect of Nigeria, to give them a deadline to make sure every person evacuated out of those IDT camps. And in order for them to achieve that, that means they must prepare their villages well secure and be able to return them back home. And if we are not looking into this aspect in our country, we are creating more chaos than ever. The year we are in, it is a year that every person needs to work, including us that are speaking in opposition against the government. We all have a role, a positive role to play to be able to resolve our situation. And I want to appeal to those who are being contracted to be buying a fellow Nigerian member. You are being paid to buy another Nigeria. What kind of money do you think you are making? I'm saying this in reference to what happened in Bayelsa recently. If they have issue with themselves, let them send their children to do their dirty job. Because it is only the good thing when they want to spend our money, their children participate in it. You that is being sent to go and do those dirty jobs, you don't participate when they loot. Does it mean what you qualify for or what God created you to come and do in this world is to be a contractor that will be buying a politician enemies, as they call themselves? And that same money that is being paid to you, if you are married, you are using that to pay a child's school fees. You are using that to give to your wife or to your girlfriend to flex life. All of you are participating on what I call oil money. And that oil will speak, it will fight. And that means as the oil begin to fight and cry for vengeance, you that was used to perpetrate that evil, your family will eat out of the cry. And it is not going to be palatable. So my thing is this: anything their children cannot do, you are not qualified to do it. Anything they can send their children to go and do out there, do not agree to do it. The world now is a global village. With your phone or your tablet or your internet, if you choose to learn some skill on the internet space, use that to make money rather than perpetuating this evil by spilling a fellow Nigerian like you their oil on the ground. Let's stop that as we move forward in repairing our country. Thank you, and God bless us.
Oh, Mama Echo, and thank you so much. I don't know what happened to my time. I hope my time is not delayed. This one, yeah, yeah,
okay.
So.
Before you move on, I would like to quickly say something. Mr. Pansa, good evening to you, sir. Did you use another account to come in before coming with this particular one? Immediately I posted that account, somebody came in and with Peter Graham.
That was not me.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, thank you, Oga Chris. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Nanjawaj. Maicho, thank you so much for that very brief submission and straight to the point. Mr. Pansa, it's good to have you on the program. Happy New Year to you. And we'll come to you shortly. Mr. NCBD, Happy New Year to you. It's been a while, and thanks for joining us today. And you want to deposit your 8 minutes, talk to your people, Mr. NCBD. It's good to have you.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Happy New Year to everyone.
Okay, CBD. Happy New Year to you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Happy New Year. Thank you. I'm sorry, the other time, I don't know what happened. I didn't know that I was still on. I think when I looked at my phone again, I saw that I've been on. So I know you probably called me and I didn't respond. Sorry about that. So I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Loud and clear in CBD.
Oh, okay, yeah. So thank you so much, and congratulations, Mr. Elvis. I saw you. I saw what the day you posted on what God did for you,
Thank you,
and
sir.
we are very happy for that. And we wish you all the best, more blessings. You've been working hard, and the things you're doing. Some people think this program and coming online and this your media house is not a joke. And media is very important. Media is very important, and that's why you find most governments or powerful people all over the world, their number one priority is to first control the narrative. So what you're doing is very important, if because you're not being controlled by anyone. You're doing it for the people. You're doing it out of the goodwill of your heart, and you're doing it as your own contribution to the to the society, to make our country better. And at the same time, if God bless you through it, that is well deserved, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Thank
And
you, sir.
that's how. So we thank God for your life. And I don't know exactly what happened, and I had some people talking about someone who tried to. I think yesterday I was not able to, to join the program. Sometimes I just listen from the background, but yesterday I was not able to even listen because I had some other things I was doing. But whoever that person is, I hope they understand that, um, that's not the right thing to do. And there's always a better way of communicating your concern to someone than just going through, trying to bring that person's platform down, which is very bad, especially when the person is doing it for the betterment of the society. So that's very wrong. Yeah. So I think I've used almost 4 minutes doing, with. So let me let me just quickly, I watched the videos you've been playing. Peter Obi, what he said, Arise News this day, Man of the Year. I had some people saying that this day, probably they are just doing all this for psychophancy and all that. But truth of the matter is that this APC and all these people, they have, you don't the way they are operating, the way they are ruling is something that everybody is trying to survive. Everybody is fighting for their own existence now, And before now, Arise as a media house has been seen as kind of anti, APC or government kind of. Some people feel like, so maybe they are trying to protect themselves. I don't know, whatever it is. But obviously, everybody, or is it some kind of, twisted joke or something? Because obviously, you're seeing what is going on in the country, everything, and you're telling people that somebody is Man of the Year. So it's just very, I don't know if they are just trying to stylishly make fun of the president or what. I don't know, because obviously even the president even the president will be surprised by this award, because I'm sure he will be wondering, so I'm the Man of the Year. He will be very surprised. And someone like okay, let me just go straight to Peter Obi. Peter Obi, what he said is very true, and we are hoping that the thing is, you can't just sit from where you are and saying that everything will be okay, you're doing this and that so the president needs that connect. He needs to go and see what is on ground. And unfortunately, I don't know if the president, because I don't know if the president is actually in tune with the with even the country, or to know exactly what is going on, the suffering and all that. Just one trip, just like Mr. Jonathan said, one trip to just one primary school or somewhere, not everything Lagos, from Abuja to Lagos. Lagos is also is a developed state. It has a lot of challenges, but it's developed. There are so many. Nigeria is 36 states. So go to Damasuru, somewhere, Jalingo, all those places, yeah, and see what is going on ground. Go to Bayelsa, and you can now be able to understand how the people are feeling exactly. And all these people that will come on, it's their job. All the what's the name? Reno Mokri, Daniel Bola, the Bayo Onanuga, all those people. They will obviously come and try to. Tomorrow now you see them all attacking Peter Obi, But I don't think anybody is falling for those. They have to just do what they are paid to do, and it's quite unfortunate. So I don't think there's so much more for me to say. For now, I will just leave it there. So thank you so much, Mr. Elvis, and I will be coming back. I will be joining as much as I can. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. NCBD. It's good that there's not much to say because your time was almost over. And thank you so much for putting your voice out there today and speaking to the issues affecting you and I. Thank you so much. Mr. Pansat, can you turn on your microphone and talk to us?
I'll do more than that. I will also turn on my camera.
Happy New Year once again, Mr. Pansat. It's good to have you on the broadcast.
New decade for CBD. And Mr. Niger Watch, Mr. Elvis, thank you for your generosity and your steadfastness and hard work for the country. Dr. CM, Ama H.O., Chris Dublin, Jonathan Kingsley, and Patricia Tagbajumi. Mommy Diaspora, and everybody in the comment section. We thank all of you, and I wish everybody a hearty, bright, gifted, blessed New Year. Look, I'm coming to a conclusion that we have a genetic problem that is far worse than what we've been putting bandages here. So a more sinister prognosis for Nigeria and for Africa as a whole, for the Black people. It appears that it's a genetic problem. Nothing else could account for this. Nothing else. There's no group of people in the world since the world began that have the kind of endemic problems that we have, especially since we started. At least we were somewhere. There was a status that Nigeria enjoyed. It wasn't this bad. So it's going bad, going worse. It's a very ugly country. It's a closed system. The resources are there. The money are there. We're starving. The power is there. We don't really have any outside people telling us what to do. I believe we have the leadership that we deserve. We don't deserve anybody better than what we have. We don't have any class. We're going to keep going down and down, maybe until we start fighting or others come in. So let's not kid ourselves. It's beginning to look very like a stick. Our activity, like coming on a platform to talk. Each one of the problems we have is enough to make everybody say, we're going to stop this. We're going to stop. So it's beginning to look like a genetic problem. We don't have any class. We have no electricity. We have endemic power. We're starving. We don't make anything. The kind of leadership we have are ugly people. Wicked and ugly. I'm talking about physically. it manifests on the outside. The more the years go, the uglier our politicians are. They're evil, they stink. You could tell, you could see it. A lot of people, when you talk, they say, oh, look, you're talking about our country. The truth. What are we assembling here to talk about? What are we trying to solve? A lot of Nigerians are smarter than us. I have a lot of smart Nigerians in that country. All they do is maybe they just mind their business, do something. If they're professional, they're a dentist, they just go and do their dentistry. If, or those who could get out, they get out. And we're here talking. What is it? Who are we talking to? Who's the audience? You have P2B comes and he makes a speech for the new year, talking about Tinubu's presidency, telling him to go and visit hospitals. As him gone over 500 days, he should spend more time back home. Even that, he get criticized for that. I don't know why he wants to do it. I think it's a genetic problem, because if it's not, Nigeria is the only country who could have done it. We've got everything. We've got brave men, we've got resources, we've got intellectuals. They do very well outside. But the society is not organized. Somebody is going to come and take over our country and ruin it. Inflation is off the charts, 40-something%. He's not even listening. He's not listening to what we're saying. And there's nothing he can actually do if the people wants to take over power. There's a lot of money there. See, in a closed system, energy is neither created nor destroyed. The money is there. You can't do anything without money. These crooks, they've taken over the country, they've taken over the money, and we're just talking. Ugly. No class. So who are we talking to? I'm completely burned out. I'm completely burned out, and even coming on platforms now, I'm quite reluctant to do it. I have to tell you, I believe it's not a stick. It's a stick now. I'm sorry if I'm not going by the program we'll have today. I know that one of them is P2B's criticism, and then we're gonna come here debating what he said. He's a guy who everybody wants to find one little thing that he did wrong. Somebody who's prepared, somebody who is non-violent, is a Democrat, is humble, patriotic. That's not a single virtue that he lacks.
Mr. Pansa, please round up.
Yes, I rounded up by saying that I'm tired of all this. I went on a platform a couple of, maybe a week ago, and they were talking about Shehu, for example. Like Shehu, he's brave, courageous, and because I had said that P2B is incorruptible. And they asked me, what about Shehu? Isn't it incorruptible? I said, I find no corruption with Shehu. Now I'm using Shehu because that would be Shehu, Kenneth Okonkwo, Madam Obikwesili, and so many others who are in the horizon, who are good Nigerians, who have all kinds of virtue about them. But I will use Shehu as an example. The reason why we have no class is that these are people who should come together and work together.
Mr. Pansat, your time is up.
Give me a minute here, Chris, please. I'm about to line up. I'm making a very key point on this. Probably a minute and a half at the most. And I'm saying that the reason why P2B is different from everybody I just named, including Shehu, if P2B is incorruptible because, number one, he believes in the Lord. He's a Christian. He's religious. Those are part of the things that make somebody incorruptible. He's not a guy man. When he goes to the barber, he says, take it off, take it down. Right? Unlike others, and they're going to go there with a hairstyle, like a Gilo hairstyle. P2B has been a governor. P2B won the last election by a wide margin. So we should try to cut down the red tape. Unless somebody come up with something that nobody's infallible. Maybe he did something we didn't know before. You bring it to fore. But to talk and have these internal fights and have these hints, the hints, is that what we're going to do in this 2025, going up to 2027? I think that it makes us, we don't have any class. Chris, it's not how long somebody's talking or the order. Every Nigerian could talk. You want to test me? Take a microphone, go to a motor park right now. Our people are smarter than most people outside who could talk. It's not a turn-by-turn thing. It's trying to have a theme, a strategy, a plan. If we're here now, we debate, maybe Jonathan Kingsley doesn't agree, or Madam Patricia, then we bring it in and we look at what issues they have with some of these political parties, with the candidates, and we cannot start 2027 to fight. We have to gather momentum here and then start bringing in people, try to grow this platform. Each person could be given, bring in 100 people this month, do this, and we'll grow it, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I'm sorry I had to go over, and I'm all over the place because it's in the spirit that I'm in.
Yeah, you have the opportunity to talk again. The
all
second
right. Thank you very much. I'm sorry again on that.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Pansat. I know, the broadcast like this, if we want to finish everything we have to say, and 24 hours is not even going to be enough. So we just move to the second segment of this broadcast. Before that, we want to say thank you, Mr. Pansat, for your submission.
The last part Mr. Pansat was saying was very, very important. That last part, in case is given opportunity, continue from that,
I think
he was trying to say something. He was saying something very significant right there for way forward,
Okay. And in that case, Mr. Anjaj, maybe just allow me continue, because to come back, if
please, let's
Mr. Pansat, please.
I'll take a minute to do that, because I believe that's fair. But what I was saying is that the only thing that's going to show us here that we are doing the right thing. See, we have 200 million Nigerians, right? This platform, especially this particular platform, I go to a lot of platforms. This platform, it's a shame that we don't have 100,000 people here. It means that we're not doing the right thing. We should have at least 100 million people here, and that goes for all of us here. It's not. I'm part of it. We have to think about how there are 200 million Nigerians. This platform does not belong to the Edos, Igbos, Yorubas, Hausas. It doesn't belong to anybody. Mr. Niger Watch is in search of the truth. So if we have a
Mr. Pansat, because we don't show Bonbon and Blo, so that's why they are not here. If we are showing Bonbon and Blo, they will be coming. I promise you.
And 3310.
Maybe we show a little bit of it, because I want us to have 100,000 people here. The strategy, maybe Dr. CM and others, Mr. Jonathan, especially the radio voice that we have there, and CBD is here now. We have 200 million Nigerians, and we have a lot of problems. So to conclude it, I'm trying to give it to us as assignment. each one of us have to go out there and pull people in here, bring them in, so that let them. Do they like what's going on? Because nothing is going to change unless we bring pressure to bear on INEC. We have to find the candidate, task them. They have to show up here. But the numbers is what's going to attract people here, including serious people like Patu told me, Baba Ahmed, that he has given up. Is he gone? So I just want to say that we have talked and we talk, and we when you're a baby, you drink baby milk. But right now, we should mature and eat some steaks, some pounded yam, some black soup, some obono, some egusi. We need to bring Nigerians here or somewhere else. And that's just my thing. I believe that the numbers do not justify. It's a marketplace. Why don't we have 100,000 Nigerians here every day that we're doing a program? Let's find out why. This should be big. Thank you very much.
Mr. Pansat, what a dimension. What a dimension this evening. Yes, the argument that you made, the foundation of argument was very, very solid, and nobody can dispute that. Now, here's a station that is not tied to any ethnic coloration. It's not tied to any religious coloration, any political affiliation. And yet you don't have Nigerians thronging in here every day on a daily basis. The number of people in the comment section, that's a big food for thoughts for everybody. And like Mr. Pan said, also proffered a solution. At least he went ahead to because I was just waiting for that. Proffered at least one solution that every panelist here, and even people in the comment section, it should be your duty to bring your friends, your well-wishers, and tell them about the station and bring them to this place. And that's why we say use the like button, the share button, and if you can, the dollar sign. That's why we keep emphasizing on sharing the broadcast. And at this junction, if you have not done that, please, you want to click on those buttons. They are there for a reason. YouTube created them. These were not buttons that were just manufactured by the broadcast station. They were there by the originators of YouTube because they know those buttons are crucial in disseminating your voice, in keeping you on air. Those buttons are crucial. I think a challenge has been thrown out. This has nothing to do with Tinubu or the budget or Akbabi or anybody. It has everything to do with you and I. I think it's a very powerful message and the challenge that Mr. Pansat has thrown out. Mr. Njaot, and thank you for intervening and giving him extra time to kind of land on these points. So, ladies and gentlemen, when I don't hear, we have to be proactive in order to rescue this nation. Because one thing these people are basing on, it is the euphoria that they understand we are not proactive as a people. And eventually we are going to take in anything they throw at us. And that's what we've been doing. Not until we get on that action mode, that cap of action, we put it on and step on the ring. I don't think these people are ever going to take us serious. Well, our time is fast spent. We just go to the second segment of this broadcast. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to kindly urge you, if you've not used the like button and the share button, it's a very beautiful opportunity to do that. Remember to tell your friends and well-wishers, even your frenemies, about this station. The station is the #1 station where you have to be every day, every evening, because we give you the news the way it is, but with our different perspective. We don't manufacture the news, but we bring them to your living rooms. Every day, we occupy your cyberspace just to ensure that you get the best of the best. Don't you touch the dial. Let's continue the broadcast. Now, the second segment of this broadcast, I'm just going to call everybody, and we are going to spend 3 minutes apiece and to give our final thoughts and conclusion for today. And I hope we are going to achieve that in the next 25 or 20 odd minutes. Thank you, everybody. I'll just call the first person, Madam Patricia. If you are still there, you want to open your microphone and give us your final 3 minutes submission. Madam Patricia, Happy New Year once again.
Thank you, Mr. Chris. Thank you so much. Yes, I want to give my condolence to the family, to those that are mourning their lost. The person of the person in a Bayelsa state that was beheaded, kidnapped and beheaded. This is why we must continue to speak here every day for a better country, because nobody deserves that kind of ending. Let alone the people that he left behind, to know that such horrible way is the way the husband, the father, the brother, the uncle, left. It's so sad. It's sad. But that's because we don't have a working country. Hence all this kind of barbaric treatment. Yes, another thing I want to say is the one Nigeria coming together to work as one. That our principal mentioned that we should come together and work as one. Working as one, a a country that is already dead and buried. I don't know how anybody want to resuscitate that country to work as one. Nigeria is working, it's a working, I would say ghost still at work. Because we know that the country Nigeria was supposed to be together for 100 years. 100 years has elapsed, and people try to still continue to carry this dead body up and down. So I don't see it. I don't see it. Anybody can be preaching it, but as far as I know, since before even the 100 years was elapsed, I never see that country as one. So, and I don't know whether this extra 14 years that has entered on top, is it 14 years or 10 years? 10 years that has entered now has ever brought any good. I think now we are really seeing that the country is dead, the nation is dead, and that there's nothing that is there to put together. The earlier we recognize that, the better for us all. Because I can't see it. I can't see anyhow it's going to be possible, even though we want it. Everybody wants it to work, but sometimes we just need to look at the mirror and tell ourselves the truth. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
so
Madam.
much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Madam Patricia, for that submission. You don't think it's going to work? Yeah, actually, Nigeria expired in 2014, and we all remember the centenary celebration that Ebele Jonathan organized. There are so many activities to mark that 100 years in existence, and as maybe let me say weak as he is or as he was, the North also threatened him and they removed some of those celebrations. You remember that in 2014, Mr. Jonathan introduced the 100 naira notes without the Islamic inscription, amongst other things. If you can still find that 100 naira note, Nigerian 100 naira note, you see it without any Islamic inscription. But so many other reforms he wanted to do, they just tell am gay or Garo enter house. Very weak president. I don't know whether a weak president I'll call him or he wasn't courageous. Although he embraced the tenets of democracy for everybody, but I just felt that he could have done more. But let's continue. There's no time for so many stories. I want to call on Mama Hecho if she's still there. Mama Hecho, if you are there, 3 minutes. Okay, I don't think Mama Hecho is available. Organ CBD, if you are there, 3 minutes. Good.
Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to, I heard you say something, and to be honest with you, I know sometimes we make these comments without, just not from a very bad place of our heart, when we refer to the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, as a weak president. But
yeah, I
to be
quickly,
honest,
said, okay, let me say he wasn't courageous enough. I had to quickly take that away. Yeah.
How would he have been courageous enough when even the so-called people of the South and whatever fell to the propaganda that they brought against the man? The man was attacked by both the Southern media and the northern media and everybody, including this show now that people are trying to rally as a revolution, which of course I don't think for sure has a bad intention. I support those drastic change, but we can't forget that is both him and his media and his group played a vital role in the public shaming of President Jonathan. So to be honest with you, even if I'm the one that is Jonathan, I will just say, you people can just go and do whatever you want, and whatever you see, you take it. Because everybody, I remember clearly, we shouldn't, for us to even move forward, we should be able to remember clearly. If you're able to remember the things that happened, you'll be able to, structure yourself in a way that you can make sense in the future. So we can't forget, I remember it as yesterday. Even I remember engaging in serious debates with my friends from the Southwest, from the North. We were talking about these things, and these people were all gang up. I'm the only one that was trying to see things from a different place from them. Because at that time, they thought Jonathan was the problem they had. And right now, compared now to when Jonathan was there, it's almost like comparing heaven and hell. So it's quite unfortunate. I can never use that kind of I can never see Jonathan in that way. The man he did everything possible. During his time, the Nigerian economy in 2014, the Nigerian economy was the largest in Africa. A lot of things were already going in the right direction. So if he decides that he was not going to be there and see his people, unalived for nothing, just because of politics, he made the right call. And if people wanted him to if the people wanted him to be there, they would have stood by him and supported him. But I remember even some so-called politicians, elites from the South, his own region, they all turned against him. So what did we expect? Just because they wanted to, and we know the people that are there right now, they are the ones that engineered this whole thing, and they succeeded in influencing a lot of people. And look at where we are today. So it's quite unfortunate. We should not be, Jonathan did his best, and he's the best president in my own opinion so far, in this democratic era, All right, so I think I'll leave it there. I think let me leave it there for now. Thank you.
Yeah, I was just going to tell you to round up. Well, you have a point, like I did say. Yeah, Mr. Jonathan, I know you. If you follow this broadcast very well, which I know you do, my stand on Mr. Jonathan, President Jonathan, is very clear. I see him as somebody with a good heart that has done all he ought to have done. But somebody asked a question one day, and after that question, I now soft-pedaled a bit. The question was this: okay, with everything that they did to Mr. Ebele Jonathan, with everything they did to him after he lost that election, he had 3 months to pay these people back by signing that 2024 confab that he organized. Why did he not do it? Was he that afraid, or what happened? Because personally, before that election, I did everything possible to ensure that the blackmail on that man was just too much. It was too much. But somehow I still believe there are things that he could have done. For example, the naming of the University of Lagos after MKO Abiola. He's the president, he's the CNC. He did that and he was harassed and he quickly retraced his step back. As the president, you don't need to satisfy everybody. When he wanted to remove Jega, because if you also look back, he wanted to remove Jega, the rumor came out, and people started threatening, he can't try it, and the man just still retrieved again. He didn't do it. And if he had done that, he could have bring in, because the information was already out there that Jega was compromised. And lo and behold, on election day, his biometrics couldn't even be captured. That was the height of humiliation. Okay, let's leave every other thing. He lost the election finally. But a very important document was lying in front of him. He still had that power to sign it. We still had that power. Since somebody introduced that caveat in our discussion, I've been wondering that yes, this person that said this thing is very, very right. I think it was Mr. Jonathan or Garcian, can't remember. Yeah, he could have done that. That 2014 could have saved up. You see all this election wahala, this Peter Obi losing and everything. That document could have taken care of all those. So for me, I'm a very ardent, unrepentant supporter of Ebele Jonathan. So if I criticize him, it's from a place of, if you are criticizing somebody you love so much that you expected much from. So that's it. So let's continue. Our time is fast.
When they, sorry, my brother, sorry, when they opened the gates of terrorism and all that, just
Yeah,
to
I understand all those.
just to affect his, just to
Yeah,
affect his government. What
yeah.
did the so-called supporters? Is it the one that will tell everybody what to do? How many people came? Do you know that sometimes all these people, if you don't have a moral support of people or the people that you claim that you're
Yeah, you can't
representing,
really do
you cannot be
anything.
able to do anything.
I understand. Even there's a story I've clarified here many times. Some people still have the audacity to say today that Jonathan, Pastor Ayo, Richard Jaffo, they were taking, they confiscated $250 million in South Africa. It was proceeds of corruption. No, it was not. It was when Obama refused. I've said that story here several times. To refuse to sell weapons for this man to fight insurgency. They had to go through the back channel to go and make purchases in South Africa. I've said that story here several times. I've said the story of how the 19 northern governors went to the US to complain to the US government, the democratic government, all of them are the clap for. I've also said the story that Mr. Jonathan said with his mouth that after the incidents with the US president, when he was calling David Cameron stopped picking his call. That he never had any problem with David Cameron, but because of that Western alliance, the man really suffered. Well, let's continue. Time. Let me call on the next person. Dr. CM, 3 minutes, please, quickly.
Yes, what I wanted to say, just to add on to the chap who who attempted to crash the platform. Yes, let me add my voice. One thing I've noted about we, the black people, or maybe Nigerians, that you see, we always think evil. That is just I don't know whether it's permitted here, Sha, but we always think negatively, how to bring somebody down. Even if they show you this thing, don't you know it's giving you white publicity? That is the meaning. In as much as technically speaking, so far you do not put what is it called, copyright on it. Niger Watch has a website, the software. Whatever I want to play goes through there. If there is copyright, no need. Because if he insists on doing it, YouTube will take money from him, and he wouldn't like to waste money unnecessarily, like he made us to know. So he will remove it. But anything without copyright is helping you. But Nigeria, because we think negatively, even something that will benefit us, sometimes we use just like that thought. Why should they? And everybody want to. When you don't know anything, that is the illiteracy we are talking about. Even if you know everything, but because nobody knows everything, sometimes you pretend, you leave it, you learn from people. You learn from people. A professor once told me, all these things I'm saying, they are sounding Greek to me. Can you educate me further on it? I said, a professor is saying this. Yes, he doesn't know it. But if he saw us now, they will say, look at this student. How can I talk? You see, that is the problem. So I'm using it to just highlight. If the person is listening, life is not like that. Life is not like that. Let the rainbow take shape so that let 1,000 flower bloom so that the rainbow can take shape. That is the way it's being said. The world with the sky can contain all the animals that fly every day. So people should not just use one type of all this criminal intent, or the way we are. Look at the way Nigeria, Tinubu is battling, explaining to the north, we need this tax, we need this, we need this, we need this. Yes, there's a reason for that. We need it, and they understand that he want to decentralize the Nigerian aviation school. Only one aviation school. in Zaria. What you see everywhere, even Uganda have one or two, I don't know, everywhere. Tinubu want to decentralize it from every geopolitical zone should have one, so that we train more pilots and not to rely on from West Africa. But some people won't like it. Military cantonment, you concentrate every military something, you put it in Kaduna. What if an enemy decide to attack Nigeria and level Kaduna? We are left with nothing. When today nobody can tell you the defense headquarters of Israel, you don't know, but it's underground, and you can never know where it is. It might be inside one forest, you don't know it's underground. But in Nigeria, everything, because we know that wickedness of Namigo, Holam, Nami, Namai, this thing, this is where we are. And that is why it's difficult for us. Some of us have been brought up with that type of mentality that it is difficult for them to drop and see light and see beyond their nose, but they can't. All you want to do is you crash Niger Watch platform or something like that. What will you gain? Then tomorrow he will be out of job or he will be suffering. Then you will be happy. Is that the way life is? Human beings need to learn a lesson. And I don't know. Like Father Mbaka said, this is a wicked generation. That is the way he described this. And for giving Tinubu Man of the Year. Anyway, say this award.
We need to round up in 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah, let me stop here then. So that others can have. Thank you very much. Let me stop here.
Dr. Sam, yeah.
Let me stop here.
You had 30 seconds, Esther. Well, thank you for giving us the 30 seconds. Mr. Pansat, if you are there, your 3 minutes.
That Mr. Nsibidi haven't spoken and hasn't been here in a while. So what I wanted to do, aside from what I said earlier, I want all of us here and people who are listening on this platform, we have somebody who's in pursuit of the truth, but he's trained in media. I'm not trained in media. Not everybody has things that they studied, what they trained in. Our principal here is trained in media, does his homework, the graphics, the music selections, and then he has it set up properly. So we have that. But I'm never going to, until we have 10,000 people here, I'm never going to be praising Mr. Elvis from today. I want all of us to make this platform. Look, what's his name here? I can't recall his name. My good general. He has 3,000. We have 200 million Nigerians. If this platform is really good, we're going to have 100,000 Nigerians here. But I would start off with 10,000 people. Come here, listen to what we're saying. The thing that's going to attract it, though, we're going to stop waffling here. If you look at 1 Corinthians 9:24, it says, do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one receives the prize? So run that you may obtain it. We have to win. We have to have unity of purpose. What we're talking about is our country. So it's not everybody go and get their own platform or go get your own candidate. We're going to look at all of them and we're going to take the superlative. But we have to have a purpose on this platform is to make Nigeria better. Truth. Everybody, now, what I say, next time when we come here, we already know we have the capacity. Mr. Evans is good for this. He studied this thing. He knows how to do media. He's a graduate in it. Over there in the comment section, we have Mommy Diaspora. She has a capacity, right? So people such as Jonathan, former President Jonathan, I said it before, people like that have already washed their hands. People like Olumide Akpata, they've already washed their hands. It's like Pontius Pilate. When they saw they're not accomplishing anything, they washed their hands and they're gone on the other side. Jonathan was a better president than he's an ex-president. He's a horrible ex-president, so he's gone. So we have to keep our eye on the prize. Like the I round up with Philippians 3:14. I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus. Amen. We'll come here next time. Let's try to bring truth, right? We have to be truthful on this platform. Somebody should bring all kinds of virtue, goodness, virtuousness, morality, uprightness, purity. We're going to attract people. If we do that, we're going to attract the kinds of people who are going to come here to talk to us, because that'll be an honor for them. Patrick told me that. Like the kinds of people we used to have here in the past. Last year, we had Patrick, we had Baba Ahmed even, I think, was on this platform. So we're going to try to bring this people in by being straightforward. What kind of platform are we going to be when we present one thing today? Tomorrow, we're going to bring our pata here or start knocking our parties and let's try to win this thing. We have to be victorious. We have to run this race.
Thank you,
strength.
Mr. Partner.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much. I will just move quickly to the next person, Mr. Jonathan. Are you still there?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Chris.
Yeah, Mr. Jonathan, you want to summarize everything that we've discussed today and 10 seconds for your own thoughts. Just final thoughts. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I just want to thank all fellow panelists, once again today. Happy New Year to you once again. You can't say that enough. Yeah, I want to thank everyone for the submission, given today. But what I just want to emphasize was what I, mentioned earlier. I will just briefly expand on it. I believe I did mention that earlier, but I'm glad that most panelists today, agree to the fact that we need to come together. Yes, we need to truly come together. However, coming together must not be at the expense of sacrificing character. Coming together we must make no mistake about that. As much as we crave for that unity, as much as we need that unity, we must work together to be able to defeat this enemy that is confronting us as a nation, as a people. Even at that, character must not be sacrificed. Conviction must not be sacrificed. The fact that I want unity does not mean that I will go for someone that has no character or no conviction. That's why I agree with Mr. Peter Obi when he talked about opposition. And he made a statement today. For the very first time, I heard Mr. Peter Obi said this today, and it is on record. He said, I have decided to be a true opposition. And if that will be the end for him, so be it. Wow. In fact, I went back, several times, I want to capture that line. Really want to capture it. For the very first time, Mr. Peter Obi now, this is not like seeing him, what he has been doing or what he has done. It is now him saying it out. That he is an opposition. He has made up his mind to be an opposition. And if that will be the end of him, so be it. Now we are getting started. Not opposition that will get there. And before you say jack, they are already romancing with the ruling government. The question then becomes, do you have any character at all? What were your convictions before you get elected through that party that you ran and you won an election?
Round up.
What happens to the conviction, the ideology of that party? Simply means that these people don't have any. So coming together, for us to be united, we must be very clear. We cannot sacrifice conviction, character, and competence. We cannot sacrifice it at all. Because at the end of the day, the unity will end up to mean nothing. But I agree that we must work together as a people to defeat this common enemy that is confronting us as a people and as a nation. I'll leave it there. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Jonathan. It's a very fine place to leave it. And at this juncture, I want to thank everybody for being a part of this broadcast today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you are still awake, we appreciate I want to appreciate you for being a part of this broadcast, and we appreciate the time you spent with us today. At this junction, permit me to call on Mr. Anjawas to bring this broadcast to a final conclusion. Mr. Anjawas, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much, God, Chris. God bless you. I want to appreciate every one of you for your wonderful time with us today. Now, God bless you now. I appreciate you, God, Chris. Thanks for all that you do. Augustine, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you, Mama H.O., Madam Patricia Tagoyumi. Thank you very much, ma. ECBD, it's good to have you on the show today. Thank you so much. It's been a while. Try to be frequent so that we can hear your submission. Varieties of submissions are very, very important to every one of us here. Not one person of you know everything. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Mr. Pansat. Thank you, sir, for coming in. I appreciate those of you that call in. Madam Rita, thank you very much for calling in earlier on, and thanks for your submission. Thank you. Those of you that super chatted the platform, thank you, Julius. Thank you, BTV Niger. Thank you very much, Jaja. God bless you all. I'm very, very, very grateful. And I appreciate every one of you right down in the comment section. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy, for all that you do. I appreciate you all the time. Thank you, Peggy Mondi, Tony Africa. Thank you, my people. And thank you, God's Grace. I appreciate you. Thank you, Eddie Justice. Eddie Justice, you know, we come today. Oh. Thank you very much, my brother. Jacob DF, I can see you as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Every one of you right there. Remy Abdul and many others. Jacob Obedience is right there as well. And many others. Love Manduka. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now God will bless you now. Then I would like to quickly say this to my wonderful panelists. I'm very, very grateful that we passed a new set rules today, and every one of you complied by coming early. I want to say I'm very, very grateful. Now, God bless you now, all of you on the panel today. You see, this is what I always like, because, you know, since we want to be doing it this way, let's keep it like that so that we can have time to do other stuff as well. 11 o'clock now here in Lagos, and it's 3 hours 50 minutes, at least 10 minutes under our proposed or planned hours, so which is a good thing. Thank you so much. Tomorrow we'll continue again and continue to do what we are doing. I will take all your submissions, especially Mr. Pansat. I'll take your submissions into account, you know. So let's see how we can join head together to move our country forward. It's very, very important to us. We'll see how it goes. But for now, I would like to end the broadcast. I'll see you guys again by tomorrow, by special grace of Almighty God, so that we can continue from where we stop. Although there's a video that I wanted to play, but I will keep it for tomorrow, you know, because I just got the video. I just said, wow, I needed us to talk on this, but it's better I keep it tomorrow. And before tomorrow, some of you might have seen this one place or the other, but we'll still bring it here, you know. But nevertheless, God will bless you, my people. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Guys, help us to press on the like button, help us to share. For those of you playing our video back, you know, please always press like, leave comment for my panelists. Don't just watch and go. You know, leave comment for my panelists so that they can use it to work on themselves, so that, or even me, none of us perfect for you. Just put it on, even though now waiting, you know, like talk calm. You know, all of us, they read comments so that we can look at the feedback and work on ourselves. Nobody is perfect. Thank you very much. And please subscribe to our channel if you are passing across our videos, and also hit the notification bell. You know, I appreciate every one of you. And for those of you that commented on that satanic act of that guy, you know, it doesn't bother me at all. It's very unfortunate that, yes, people act that way, but that's fine. It's okay. I was actually giving him subscribers. Anybody that I played on this platform, you should know that you are getting subscribers from me. I'm not the one getting from you. You should have that in mind because you are not playing me. I'm the one giving you subscriber. Once I play you here and I tag you, you know what that means. You know, even many people are sending me their videos. They play my video. They play my. Now me the select video was why they play for here. So your videos are banned permanently from our channel, and not just here, across all our channels. You know, I appreciate you all. For those of you that is praying and encouraging us with your kind words, I want to say we are very, very grateful. Madam Origin, we don't miss you. We don't know where you did. Maybe you travel, go village, go do Christmas. You just see Madam Origin where they talk. So Madam Origin, you're in Nigeria. They one place for Imo State. You're the eat Kwabi, and you see go for there now. You know, say Nigeria now where person they go. You sneak go, you sneak come back. Because they say, I was watching you people from Nigeria. And Nigeria, I did. So, Madam Origi, you must explain. When you come back, you must explain to us where you do your Christmas and where you do your New Year. Happy New Year to every one of you once again. Today is 2nd, and it's very fast already. Tomorrow is 3rd. You see, time waits for nobody. And God bless you, my people. And like I talked about before, now enjoy the cutting. Have a good night and bye for now.
Ọba tí gbẹ́kún aládùúrà mo ti dé.